Hey, yo, it's the UFC 263 watch-along Vettori versus Adesanya. Let's do it! Yeah, what's up? What's up, dudes? We are ready.
What's up?
It's UFC 263. We got fights going on. How you doing, Freddie?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Just got here, so
Yeah, just got there.
placing my camera.
Fred didn't catch any prelims. Fred jumped on the stream like as we were counting down, ready to come on, and we are ready. UFC 263 is live on pay-per-view. They're in a packed arena in Phoenix, Arizona, and we got Paul Craig versus Jamal Hill coming up first here on the pay-per-view. Fight hasn't started yet. We'll let you know when they're in the octagon. We'll keep you updated on the pay-per-view as it goes on. Freddie, I know you didn't see any of the prelims. I'll catch you up. I saw all the prelims so far. AJ, you watch all the fights tonight? I know you're big. You're addicted to MMA.
Look, I started watching it from the Calderwood fight, but the last fight, man, with Dober against Riddle, I'm telling you, man, that they were saying it was going to be fight of the night, and I agree with them, man. That was one hell of a fight, man. And going down to the end, I mean, he got Dober with, like, I think it was like 30, 40 seconds left in the third round. That was enough to give Riddle the win, man. He almost knocked out Dober. But Dober, man, he's unbelievable. He took that shot. He staggered back. He looks like he was going to drop. And the guy came back to try to go for a single again. But, man, Riddle is a beast. And I think I was looking at like the fights on RDS. I like watching it on the French channel because there's George there, Georgie George. There's Pat Cote that's there. There's Le Gros that's there. And I kind of like their feedback, you know. And they were saying like that these guys are going to go out. We're going to be a war. And man, they delivered. That was a war. And I didn't really think Riddle was going to win. I thought Dober was going to win in the first two rounds. I'm like, oh, Dober's taking this.
You say Riddle. Of course, you're talking about Brad Riddell, who got the win over Drew Dober tonight. It's okay. AJ pronounces things his own way.
Tomato, man.
It's the way AJ does it. I mean, you know, it's the way the man pronounces his name, but it's okay. Brad Riddell gets the unanimous decision win.
Riddle.
2-1. Matt Riddle, Brad Riddell. Brad Riddell gets the win. He won the second round. He won the third round. The first round was kind of rocky for him. He got rocked. He got wobbled, but he was able to recover. Shot for a takedown. Wasn't able to do much with the takedowns, but was able to use the grappling and the clinch to kind of avoid taking more punches, get his wits about him, and then continue and win the fight. He comes through as an underdog, plus 127 over at Bet99. You could bet with us over at Bet99.com. Use that promo code Ringside to do so, and you'll get a matching bonus of up to $600 when you sign up over at Bet99.com. What's the matter, AJ? You all right?
Whoa. I'm upset. We didn't even start the show, and some jabroni already put a thumb down on us. What did we do? Was it because Freddie was late? Because I'm wearing TriStar? Is it because...
It's because he's looking for a new legal stream, man. Don't make too much out of it.
Yeah, take it easy, AJ. Stick to the task at hand. You could get some thumbs downs every once in a while. I'm giving you 2 thumbs down right now, AJ, so take that. But
you guys.
As far as the betting odds over at Bet99.com, trying to do a commercial for the show, AJ. You're interrupting me with nonsense. Bet99.com, you can bet with us. Matching bonus up to $600 on your initial deposit when you enter the promo code Ringside. And I hope you cashed in with my prelim picks, getting 4 out of 5 correct. I posted them over at Dave Simon MMA. AJ didn't post them at Ringside Report for some reason, but that's okay because we have them for you at Dave Simon MMA on Twitter. And here were my prelim picks earlier tonight. Felipe was the winner. Peterson victorious. Frivola did not win. Evloev and Riddell all cashing in for Dave's prelim picks of the night. So not bad. 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Hopefully somebody won some money. I know my man Ben Dussault over on Twitter asked me if I was taking Riddell over Dober, and I said yes, and then he said he was canceling his ticket before the fight because of my pick. So hopefully Ben made some money going with Riddell instead of Drew Dober. Great fight, though. Great fight. In the main event of the prelim card, we had Eric Anders getting a unanimous decision victory over Darren Stewart, getting some key takedowns to win the fight there. Lauren Murphy, also some key takedowns, and didn't do too much with them. Gets a split decision victory over Joanne Calderwood. She comes through as an underdog win as well. Lauren Murphy. Movsar Evloev, complete domination, great wrestling, great grappling, beats Hakeem Dawodu. Takes the first 2 rounds easily. Pani Kianzad beat Alexis Davis by unanimous decision. Nice fight there. Terence McKinney, talk about that guy. 7-second knockout of Matt Frivola, 1-2 punch, and it was over. He was a big underdog. He took this fight on very short notice. He fought, I think, like 8 days ago in the LFA, comes through in his UFC debut, and gets a knockout victory. Very impressive stuff from McKinney. AJ, did you catch that knockout?
No, I didn't. I missed it. Actually.
Amazing stuff.
No.
Amazing. I'll get it for you. I'll find it for you.
Today's been one of those days, man. AJ's a little tired, man. AJ's a little tired, but I was still able to watch like the Italy victory, Dave. I wanted to bring that up because on Thursday's show,
that was yesterday.
Is Franco on?
That was yesterday, AJ. You're still living in
Holy sh! No. Thursday show. We're Saturday today, you motherfuckers.
Wow.
So listen,
take it
Thursday
easy.
show. Listen, you said that Italy was going to lose. I just want to remind you, Dave.
All right. To Turkey.
You beat Turkey, bro, man. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, Turkey's a good team, man.
Yeah.
Whoa. Take it easy there, Fred. Spain is going to get smacked, man.
Name me one player.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Turkey had a good team. They played very, very well. Italy played.
Name me one player.
Doesn't matter who I have to name. I don't have to name nothing. I just got to name one thing. 3-0. Live with that. And I can't wait till we play Spain, or if it ever happens. I don't think Spain's going very far. But anyways, you owe an apology to Franco, Dave.
Okay, go
and
Italy.
You know what? As soon as
Forza Azzurri and all of that. Allez bleu. More importantly, let me show you the knockout that we missed earlier tonight. AJ missed it. I'm sure a lot of people missed it in the prelims. This is Terence McKinney's UFC debut here, knocking out Matt Frivola. And you should be able to catch this here. They touch gloves. 1-2, boom.
What the hell was that? That was a...
Yeah. I mean...
Can you replay that again?
Yeah, I'll try to get that again.
That looked like a straight punch. What is this jaw made out of? Paper straws?
I mean, it was a very hard punch. 1-2. Look at that. Just...
Wow, man. That wasn't that... Come on. Seriously?
What do you mean, come on? The guy's knocked unconscious. Wow. Oh, but then, see, he jumped off. He jumped off the cage there. And he hurt his knee.
Yep. No, another one. Here we go. Johnny Walker.
Look, watch
2.
this. Watch this.
Let me see.
Jumps off the cage, falls down. Oh, ouchies.
Come on.
Yeah.
Listen, man, they got to stop doing that shit. Haven't you learned from Johnny Walker's Superworm? Don't do that shit. And if you do that shit, you're going to pay the price like Johnny Walker. He had all the potential, and now, well, he's fighting soon, but still, man. Ever since he did his stupid Superworm, he hurt his shoulder. That was the end of him.
I'll tell you what, man. My knee is pretty bummed out right now, but when I roll, I have no issue. I always hurt it when I walk. It's weird. Like I take a weird step at some point and my knee just buckles. So
because you're
warm.
You're warmed up.
Yeah, but are you wearing a brace?
Rolling.
You're wearing a brace when you're rolling.
Not to walk, man. For jiu-jitsu,
no, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. So that's why,
walking, man. Come on, man. I don't.
Bro, you might need one. Man, you might need to.
So you want me to wear my shorts with a brace?
I've done it. You know, till like you're 100% sure that your knee is like stable, bro. You don't fool around with knees.
Paul Craig versus Jamal Hill about to get started here. Who do you guys have in this fight?
I got Craig.
I've got Hill.
Listen, I got Craig on that. Listen, on Thursday's show, I picked the 5-fight parlay. It started off with Craig, and I think the payout was like $2,000 on a $20 bet on Bet99. I wasn't able to post it, but you know, on Thursday's show, if you went with AJ's picks, you can make money. Let's hope he pulls it off now.
No, because you're going to lose all your picks. You also took Marvin Vettori to win in the main event. Freddie and I going with Israel Adesanya. Jamal Hill versus Paul Craig now 4 minutes, 30 seconds, 29, 28, 27 in the first round of the first fight on the pay-per-view here. Jamal Hill coming into this fight as the favorite, minus 240. Craig plus 220, the dog. And that's why you can make a lot of money with AJ's $20 parlay, because he picked all huge underdogs for every fight.
Listen,
right, AJ?
Did you show the lock
took
of the
Nate
night
Diaz
on Twitter?
too, right?
Of course, man.
So
did you
did
see
I,
Diaz come into
So did Fred, yeah.
Man, Freddie too,
Plus
man.
420,
Did you hear
man.
the crowd? Wow, man.
Oh,
the
man.
crowd was going wild, man. As soon as Diaz walked in, people went nuts.
Crowd can't fight for him.
I think it's gonna be a
Craig has
surprise
pulled
tonight.
guard, and he's looking for an armbar here on Jamal Hill. Hill trying to defend it here. And you would think he'd want to get back to his feet, but he's not getting back to his feet. He's engaging with Paul Craig on the ground, which might be a mistake, because
Big
Craig
mistake, man.
is very slick
good.
with his jiu-jitsu, and he's going for an armbar again, and this is deep. Hill
Wow, man. His transitions
Hill
were so
is
nice.
defending really well, but he was in trouble. Oh, he's now in a triangle. He's in big trouble. Hill is in deep trouble.
Man.
He's
man.
in very big trouble. He's just getting his head punched off and elbowed in the face while in Paul Craig's triangle. This fight's getting stopped. Paul Craig wins.
Wow.
Who called
TKO.
that? Fred and AJ.
Yeah, good job, guys. Was that on your parlay, Fred, AJ?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that was
but
on our parlay.
you know what? Like, I
That was
won't
on my
lie,
parlay,
man.
5 fights.
I only remembered who Paul Craig was when he walked out. I go, oh, that's the guy that fucked up Shogun.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, I like that guy, and that's why I said I'm picking him. Like I didn't. you tell
Remember,
me
he's got
Paul
he's
Craig.
got
Who the
that
fuck is
Scottish
Paul Craig?
accent and everything.
Show me Paul Craig.
He's good. Nice win
Yeah,
there.
he's very
Man,
good.
his jiu-jitsu was
Once
nice,
I saw
man.
his face, I remembered him.
Yeah, his jiu-jitsu won him that fight. He caught Jamal Hill in that
Wow.
armbar. You could see his arm is a little messed up now. That armbar was fully, that arm was fully
The
extended.
transition was nice. From
and,
omoplata to armbar to triangle to
Yeah.
wow.
and then
This
in
guy,
the
man, had it
triangle,
all.
he just threw a bunch of punches, and Jamal Hill was stuck. He wasn't getting choked out in the triangle, but he was just stuck, and he couldn't defend himself, so the referee stopped it, which is,
Listen, this is crazy,
really
but
nice.
That's
But again, man.
perfect jiu-jitsu sequence, man, for training. Like in BTT, man, we do this shit all the time, and that's why transitions, in training and practice, man, that was a perfect example of what jiu-jitsu is. Going from one move to another move to another move till you get checkmate. He was beautiful, man. Look at this.
Yeah, how he twisted his hips and all, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's nice, Freddie.
Really
Beautiful.
nice.
Reverse the arm.
Oh, that
Oh,
arm,
man.
I think he was. I'm 10 seconds later than you, Dave, so I'm seeing the replays right now. I think he was almost tapping from the armbar, like he was.
Oh yeah, that armbar
Yeah, it
was
looked like
super
it.
deep.
Yeah, it was like a sort of Americana
Wow.
at the same time armbar.
Yeah. I
And
thought
you know
he
what's
would
interesting?
tap.
The only-
I think he might have
the
broken
only-
his arm. I think he
Yeah,
just
I
let
think he
the
was
arm.
almost-
Yeah, he could have.
I think,
Yeah.
with his other hand, he was going to the ref. I had the impression he was tapping almost.
Yeah, but then he was able to kind of
Listen.
slip out. But now look, he's leaving the cage.
Oh,
his
he
arm,
broke his arm, Dave. Yeah.
his arm
Yeah.
is totally broken. Yeah. Nice fight for Paul
Listen, the
Craig.
only-
Really impressive.
The only
Hey,
thing.
just so we're clear, Jamal Hill, I did just pick him before the fight. Oh, jeez, his arm is
Oh, he
falling.
broke his wrist.
Gee.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That's horrible,
disgusting. Jamal Hill's trying to stand there, and his arm just kind of gave out, and you could see it just kind of fall the
fuck.
wrong way. He's trying to stand, as the referee's
Jesus.
holding the
Oh,
other
let the guy
guy's
go Did you hear the
hand
crowd?
up. No, oh my God, his
Wow.
arm is fucked. Whoa.
His arm is
Whoa.
gone. Did you see the crowd? Did you hear the crowd?
Oh,
Dave?
no.
They're all like, oh my God.
Whoa. Yeah, that's gross.
Hey, ladies and
Damn.
gentlemen, this is not Logan Paul versus Mayweather, that marshmallow boxing fight. This is the real deal. Welcome to the UFC, man.
All right.
Wow.
AJ's upset.
No,
still.
man, this
you're
is the
still
real deal,
you're
too.
still salty about that, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. Huge win for Paul Craig. He comes through as the underdog as well.
Wow.
If you went with Team AJ, and I know AJ, you did give us a huge 5-fight parlay tonight. Let's just be clear on who you're picking and what you have tonight. You did have Paul Craig at plus 220. You also
Correct.
have.
Plus 220, man. Oh, I should have had Paul Craig.
You also have, but you have Bilal Muhammad, right, who is the favorite in the next fight. Minus 215,
Yes.
Damian Maia plus 195. Freddie and I both have Damian Maia on our parlays.
Guys.
So
my
we're going
mistake,
against
man.
you in that one. I think Damian Maia will get the victory, but we'll see. And who else? Who else do we have? I have Leon Edwards getting the win as well. Freddie and AJ going with Nate Diaz plus 420, the underdog. I'm going with Davison Figueiredo for the win. Freddie, who did you have, Figueiredo or Moreno?
Figueiredo.
And AJ, you got Moreno, right?
Oh, that was
No, are
nasty,
you kidding?
man.
Oh, you got Figueiredo. Oh, that's the one we agree on. And
that was the only one.
And then Vittori, you got Vittori, and Freddie and I have Israel Adesanya.
For the dream, buddy. If you want to dream big, you go with AJ's pick. It's going to pay out good tonight. Wow, I was looking at that arm again, man. When he broke it, it's nasty. That guy is fucked for a long time.
I
Dude,
think
he's
the
gonna
ref
be out
was
of-
slow, maybe, man. Honestly, the ref should have reacted quicker.
But you know what was surprising? Paul Craig, like, he had him in triangle, and he started throwing the fist to the face. All he had to do was really to even choke him. I was surprised he didn't just pull his arm over and just finish the choke. He didn't even have to punch him at that point. You'll see it again. You'll see what I'm talking about. All you got to do is you got to throw that arm under his chin. It was right there. He didn't do it. He was just continuously throwing punches. But
well, it worked.
I guess maybe he realized the guy's arm was broken, so
he realized he was done. He was done, so he was like, "Keep punching. Let's finish it." Shout out to Doug Hepburn.
Smoking a giant.
Doug Hepburn on the chat.
Yeah, I'm seeing O'Malley, and I wanted to tell AJ, yo, by the way, O'Malley's gonna be helping. I think it's Jake Paul he's going to help against Woodley. Like O'Malley said he's gonna go train with Jake Paul. So is O'Malley like a traitor to MMA?
Don't be a traitor, dude. Don't be that guy, man. O'Malley, come on, man.
He's gonna help Jake
What's
Paul,
up with these guys?
All right.
Listen,
shout out to Doug Hepburn. He is a member. He's on the chat. He's shocked by that one. Don't forget to become a member of the channel. Click that join button under me if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch or on Facebook, you can subscribe to the channel. You can like the video. You can leave a comment. Or, just say hi. Just say hi.
Hey,
how you
Dave,
doing?
just quickly
and then I'll say,
listen,
pretty good. What, AJ?
Just remind people that this is a watch-along, so we can't really, give out links and that kind of shit,
Well, yeah, no shit. I mean, that seems obvious. If we were streaming the fight here on the channel, our YouTube channel would get shut down. It would get shut down very, very quickly. I don't know. I've never seen an illegal stream on YouTube. I mean, illegal streams aren't generally on YouTube. They're on other things, right? YouTube doesn't usually have that, but anyways.
No. YouTube will censor you for anything.
I always see
But I was going to say.
What's that, Fred?
They always have this meme of the guy that, supposedly streamed a UFC on Twitch, but he was, pretending he was playing a video game, and he managed to stream the whole event.
Yeah, I've seen that. But, they figured out who that guy was because he became a meme.
Did you guys watch the soccer game earlier today, man, with Christian Eriksen? You were talking about it or something like that. Holy shit, man!
I saw the. I turned on the TV to see if there was soccer on, and I just see a bunch of people huddled around a guy, and everybody looks sad and disturbed. And I was like, God damn, something bad happened here.
Man,
the player there, Christian Eriksen, who's Danish, right? He's from Denmark.
Yeah.
And he He collapsed. What happened to him? Is he like what?
No,
do
he's
they
okay.
know what
he's
it was?
in stable condition. Listen, man, they're speculating that it's heart related. Yeah, so it could have been a stroke. It could have been a heat stroke. That shit happens, man. If you're not properly hydrated, a soccer game is brutal, man. Depending on the heat and everything.
I don't know if it's a hydration issue though, but yeah, I mean, who knows what it? I hope it's just a hydration issue and it's not anything more serious. It looks scary.
I hope not.
It was real
listen,
scary.
the guy is stable. He's in the hospital. He's doing well at this point. He's addressed his team. He's telling them, keep going. Let's do it. So everything is looking good for Christian. But still, man, I saw the play, and then he just, you don't even realize it, but he just drops. And all of a sudden the team comes, and one player, pretty much put his finger in the guy's mouth to like hold his tongue back, and like you could see that there was panic going on when the players were like flipping out, and it's bad at this point, and anyways, when they started to do the CPR on him, you're like, holy fuck, man, this is not a way to start Euro 2021.
But too bad.
I got to give kudos to the Denmark team, man. They surrounded the player, to give him that privacy so they can perform what they needed to do. Like, kudos to like the medical staff, kudos to the players, kudos even to Finland that was playing
AJ's
to
giving his
everybody,
kudos, Fred.
because you know what it is? It's a serious moment, man. And when that shit happens, it's not like just we saw a broken arm, which is pretty bad, by the way, which is going to take about a year for him to come back. But
yeah,
or maybe less, maybe like 6 to a year. But still, man, I'm glad he's okay, dude. And I hope he's going to be back on the field. I really hope it was related to heat stroke.
Okay, so Damian Maia and Bilal Muhammad are about to fight, AJ. It's a UFC 263 watch-along. It's not giving kudos to medical staff and players from a Danish soccer team all day.
To everybody.
I know, but you're giving a lot of respect. And
it's Euro 2021. The man who said Italy was going to lose.
We got other business at hand here, AJ. We've got Israel Adesanya. We've got Damian Maia coming up. We've got Leon Edwards. You posted my picks over at Ringside Report on Instagram.
Wow.
That's Dave's parlay. Dave's got Damian Maia, Leon Edwards, and Israel Adesanya. 20 gets you 92.84. And we've got Damian Maia, who is our lone underdog pick, coming up next here against Bilal Muhammad. Team Dave. Let's go. Freddie, I could give Freddie's parlay as well. I could give you Freddie's parlay. AJ did not post it online, but that's okay. We got Freddie's parlay here. Freddie's got Damian Maia, Nate Diaz, and Israel Adesanya. 20 gets you $413 with Team Freddie. Also. What's that? You should have had Paul Craig.
Had Paul Craig.
Yeah, we all should have had Paul Craig, Fred, but it's a little late to say that now. Fight's over, man.
I did. AJ did.
Yeah, AJ did.
Parlay, AJ did.
AJ also put on his parlay Marvin Vettori, so we'll see what happens, AJ. We'll see.
Tonight is the big – listen, man.
Take it easy. He's gloating big time after one fight.
Sorry.
Take it easy, AJ.
Italy won on Friday, Euro 2021, and Saturday it's going to be the first Italian MMA champion ever. I'm telling you, man. Look, Israel, height, reach, 80-inch reach, 6'4". The guy's the best of the best. But in my opinion, like we said on Thursday's show, I still believe that Marvin Vettori won first and third round. And a lot of people did too. And I think when you're looking at his last 5 fights, you're looking at exactly what he's done. He's a better striker, better
I don't know
grappler.
who else did. Maybe just you and that one judge. But
in his last fight, he had 11 takedowns. He broke a record in the UFC for most takedowns in one fight. And if we looked at what happened to Israel versus Yan, the answer is there. Take him down, hold him down, because the guy was not able to defend those takedowns. On his back, he'd even have he was on his back, flat as a pancake. And you know that. That's a no-no in jiu-jitsu. That's a no-no in grappling whatsoever. And I'm telling you, Vettori is going to do that, and that's how he's going to win. He's going to win by decision tonight.
All right, we'll see.
By GMO cookies.
There you go. We'll see what happens, AJ. I got Israel Adesanya by knockout. I think he's was the far better striker in the first fight. Clearly won the first 2 rounds. You could maybe give Vettori the third, I suppose. But I think Adesanya is going to beat up Vettori. He's going to make an example out of him. I think he maybe took him a little bit lightly the first time around, and this time around is going to be a whole different story. Patrick C. Hamilton, shout out to Patrick. He is a member of the channel. Shout out to Lauren Cronish as well, regular viewer of the channel out in Côte St. Luc. Doug Hepburn out in Kingston, Ontario. His son Nick wants to know if the Diaz-Edwards fight is 5 rounds. It is a 5-round fight for the first time ever. A non-title fight that's not the main event is going to be 5 rounds here in the UFC because, Nate Diaz may not be the BMF champion, but he's a champion. He's like a championship-type fighter. He's a big-time fighter. And that's why this fight with Leon Edwards tonight is 5 rounds. Leon Edwards is the biggest favorite on the card. Heavy favorite tonight.
Damian Maia looks good, man. He looks solid.
Yep.
Damn.
Maia by submission. I want to go back on that Israel discussion, though. Israel has had 8 fights since that Vettori fight, man, and he's fought some very good fighters, man. Costa, Romero, Whitaker, Gastelum, Anderson Silva, okay, he was old, Derek Brunson. Those are all, like, legit top 10 fighters. And he disposed of all of them, man. If you ask me, man, I think Israel has evolved since that first fight, and so has Marvin, but Marvin hasn't faced the competition that Israel has. So, I don't know. I got Israel.
I agree with you 110%. Doug Hepburn wants to know, Fred has weed, AJ has beer. What do you have, Dave? I have a cup of coffee. I don't have much.
But I want to promote, my girlfriend makes this incredible vodka slush. It's
that's
incredible,
good,
man.
Crazy.
Oh, it's good, man. It's very good.
Nice.
Vodka slush.
Homemade vodka.
Listen, at the birthday,
I should sell it.
Listen, man, at the birthday party, make sure you bring some.
Damian Maia is in the cage. Bilal Muhammad is in the cage. We got a big fight coming up here. Damian Maia is 43 years old. Bilal Muhammad, 32. Bilal coming off that terrible eye poke, no contest with Leon Edwards. That was just horrific to watch. Hopefully he gets a finish in this fight either way.
He won't get eye poked by Maia, that's for sure. But still, man, Bilal looked good in that fight against Leon Edwards. You know, look, it could have been his night, but that eye poke, man.
No, he did look good.
Listen,
yeah,
he did look good. He looked really good.
I thought Leon
he looked better than Leon, in my opinion.
Well,
Come on, guys. He got poked twice in the eye by Leon Edwards. You know, stoking a fire. He almost made the guy lose his eye.
Yeah. How did Marvin win the first round against Israel, AJ?
From what I'm saying, he won the first and the third.
How do you give him the first round?
I thought he had the edge in the first round.
Yeah. That's all you're saying.
How do I give it? I just gave it.
No, but what did he do to win?
I found in that first round, I thought he outstruck him. I thought he had more control of the octagon. That's it, man. I thought he won the first round, not by much, but I think he had that edge. I thought Leon Edwards was kind of slow in that first round. He's been off of fighting for a couple of years before he walked into that fight.
You're talking about Israel Adesanya.
I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? Are you talking about Bilal against
AJ? AJ's on his game tonight.
I'm talking about Bilal against Leon Edwards.
What?
I should.
All right. So
I think we're talking about Bilal against Leon Edwards.
Damian Maia and Bilal Muhammad are fighting right now. 4 minutes, 53, 52, 51, 50 in the first round.
Let's go,
I think the
Bilal.
first round is going to be really important. If Damian Maia can get a takedown in the first round, you know, things could be real bad for Bilal Muhammad. If Bilal Muhammad can defend these takedowns from Damian Maia, Maia shoots in for one, Bilal defends.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. This is the first time I've ever gone against Maia. The first time, man. And it's hard for me to go against him, but his time is done, man. He might look good tonight physically, you know, but he's done. It's over, man. His jaw is not what he used to be. And that's what's going to happen. Bilal might, close him out. I think he might knock him out. If he gets that jaw, it's over.
He's taken a couple punches so far in the first round. Maia seems to have eaten them all right. He's gone for a couple takedowns.
Let's see as it goes forward.
Here's the third attempt. Looks pretty good on a single, pushing Bilal Muhammad against the cage. This is where Maia needs the fight. Up against the fence. Single. He's trying to finish it, but Bilal's defending really well. But
Bilal's conditioning is
up against the fence.
This is where Maia sometimes, if he doesn't get the takedown, I feel Maia needs to get those takedowns early to impose his momentum.
Yeah.
At least to win that round.
There it is.
Yeah, to win that round, but
Maia gets a takedown. Muhammad is down. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first round. This is exactly what Damian Maia needed. He needed to get an early takedown. He needed to put Bilal Muhammad on the mat where Damian Maia has a huge advantage. Bilal Muhammad's key now is to just use the fence and get back up to his feet, which he does well. But Damian's going to stick to him like glue because he knows where he needs his fight to be. Damian still has a single leg on Bilal. No, but they separate. Muhammad's able to escape. That was huge. That was a huge moment in the fight.
Of course.
Maia takes him down and not able to keep him down. And now Maia eats a right hand.
I feel that second attempt is going to be harder for Maia.
Yeah.
Like, those takedowns aren't easy to get. And Maia has got his wrestling better over the years, but still, like, he's not an elite wrestler, so.
No. But his striking is all right, too. His striking is...
Come on, Dave.
His striking has got a lot better over the years, and if he can mix up his striking and his grappling, you know, the takedowns keep the hands down, and then you go upstairs, you land some shots, you go back for the takedown. That's what Maia's able to do there. He's shot in for another takedown, fighting to get it up against the fence, but he was able to land a right hand and then shot in for a takedown because Muhammad's got to be real careful of everything, but Maia's face it's looking a little red now. Muhammad's landed a few shots. Ooh, another left hand there.
Like, I'm pretty sure Maia's going to win this first round, but I'm nervous for the second and third after. I feel that's often a Damian Maia fight.
Yeah. That's how it was with Rory McDonald. He got Rory down, I think mounted him in the first round, clearly won, but then in the second and third, Rory took over. Damian's a great fighter, but he really needs those takedowns. He needs to put you in jiu-jitsu positions to use his jiu-jitsu and choke you out. Damian Maia on your back, forget about it, but Damian looking for another takedown again, that single leg on Bilal, but Muhammad just fighting it against the fence. 40-ish seconds left to go in the first round. I think Maia's been winning the round, but not by much. It's close. If he can land another takedown at the end of the round, he might be able to kind of steal it. But I feel like Muhammad's landed more punches. Bilal Muhammad's defended 10 of 11 takedowns. And that's what the first round's been a lot, you know, like defending of takedowns. But when you're on offense going for the takedown, I don't know, like how do you score that? First round's over.
They're booing, man. Crowd is booing.
Whatever. How do you score that when, like, if one guy's going for a takedown and the other guy's defending it, who's scoring points there? Anybody?
It's a hard one. I'm going to say it's Maia that wins this round because he's the one that's pushing the tempo, whereas Muhammad is only reacting defensively to Damian Maia's attack. So at least Maia is attacking. I'm going to give him the round for that. But yeah, his attacks were definitely not effective. But it's not as if Muhammad did anything offensive. You know, Muhammad was pure. Yeah, he had a couple of good shots. You're right. But yeah, I think he was mostly defensive in this round.
AJ, how you score in the first round?
That's a tough one. I don't even know how to go. Maybe I'll give a slight edge to Damian Maia because he was aggressively trying to go for the takedown. He did get a takedown.
Yeah. Didn't do much with it, though.
Bilal, he didn't do much with it, so it could go either way. Because if you look at the strike count, I mean, Bilal has more strikes on. I don't know how many landed to how many were thrown, but that could go either or, man.
Yeah, tight first round. I'm gonna give the edge to Damian Maia. We seem to have it unanimously in the first round for Damian Maia, so that could tell you something.
I wonder mostly if like Maia's going to be able to put the same tempo in this round, because that's a tough style to fight, you know, to always want to grapple and not getting the takedown. You're spending a lot of energy, both guys, but
exactly,
it's frustrating. It's frustrating if you're attempting the takedown and you don't get it. That could be very frustrating at the end.
And when you're
And
43,
you tire
it
out,
doesn't,
man.
43 years old too. Bilal's like 32. Makes a difference.
I'm 43, Dave, man. That's young.
Take
Yeah,
it
I
easy,
know, but
Dave.
all right, okay, sorry.
But
It doesn't make a difference.
But look, but one thing with Bilal, like I said, his conditioning is like unbelievable. And as these rounds go to the second, it's in the second now, going to the third, it'll be a different story. Because if you notice right now, Damian Maia is not even trying to go for a takedown.
Exactly.
He's just trying to stand. He's trying to defend like the punches. This is gonna cost him, my friend. He's tired. He's trying to do everything to get that first round to close it, but it didn't work for him.
I don't know. He doesn't look super tired to me.
I don't know, man.
He
Looks
looks
tired
all
to me.
right.
I don't know.
He's just striking with him right now in the first minute and a half
Wow.
of this first round.
But he's losing.
He's not striking
Is
much.
he?
He's really like pushing away
I
the
think
punches
so.
more than anything.
Yeah.
He's sidestepping.
See, now
He's
he's
doing
I
everything.
think Muhammad is clearly the guy that's putting some offense. Even
Yeah.
if it's not that effective, at least he's the one putting in some offense. So, and that was
There goes that-
Maya went for a shoot here. That was a shitty one there. He
Mhm.
looked.
Yeah, he just pushed him
didn't
away.
have
He's
a
tired.
nice- yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna
See,
go right away and
just-
say Muhammad 29-28, man. I think he's gonna, like AJ said, he's in good shape. So I'm scared right now for Maya.
Yeah. That last shot didn't look good.
Yeah.
Look,
that
he
takedown
just
attempt
slides out
was
of those
kinda slow.
takedowns.
Yeah. It was too easy. But that's it. If
And
he
the thing
doesn't
is
get that first round kind of submission, if he doesn't, it's tougher for him to keep going. Oh, Maya feinted, made Muhammad bite on that feint pretty big.
I mean, he's got the experience, so he knows what he needs to do to at least try to win this fight standing. But I'm still like a little nervous of his jaw. I told you that the last time.
He's landed a couple.
What's happening, Dave?
A couple decent punches here, Maya.
Yeah. So far, what, 2 punches?
Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Pop Muhammad's head back. I mean, Muhammad's throwing punches, but Muhammad got his head popped back there by a jab. Threw punches, but they didn't land.
He's getting those kicks in, so they're landing. I mean, they're scoring points.
Mm.
And then after he threw that punch, like you said, Damian Maia cocked Bilal's head back, but then Bilal came back with like three
But he didn't hit
shots
any of those.
that were on target. Sure he did.
Maya just walked back. He didn't get touched.
No. He got touched. They weren't heavy, but he was touched.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Watch it. You'll see the replay. Come on, Bilal.
AJ.
I'm gonna
What's up
give
with AJ?
Bilal
AJ
this
wants to
round,
bring
man.
big money.
Like, this is 1-1, and the momentum is on Bilal's side. I gotta say my parlay is in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see how he's trying. You see how like Maya's trying to go for that single, even for that double. I don't know what he was trying to do. It was so bad. Like there's no life to it, man. He's just dropping his head, and man, if Bilal could time it perfectly, he could come up with a rising knee, man, Muay Thai knee, and it's over. Because he's slow. His trajectory is so slow, man.
Maya going for another single leg, pushing Muhammad up against the fence with about 30 seconds left in the second round. It seems like Muhammad is winning this round, but not by a ton.
Well,
Maya's definitely
I wouldn't say
slower
by-
and didn't attempt a bunch of shots in the second
I mean,
round.
both rounds were pretty, like, tight,
Pretty close.
quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a
But
close
I
fight.
think first one was Maya and second was Muhammad. Like,
Yeah, I think you're probably right. And now we're going to go into a third round where I think it's anybody's fight. Damian Maia needs an early takedown. He gets an early takedown in the round and is able to get on top
yeah,
and stay on
control.
top. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it doesn't
He
look
He
like
needs
too
to
good.
shoot and
He
shoot
was-
hard.
Of the round.
Yeah.
Say that again, Fred?
He needs to control like 3-4 minutes of the round, like
Yeah.
grappling, being on top, and then he'll win that round. But
You see how
I'm not
he's
confident
breathing, man? He's
gonna get
breathing
the
so
takedown.
heavy, man. He sat. Dave, he sat down, man. Like, the guy is, like, gassed. I mean, there's no way he's going to be able to take down Bilal in the third, and there's no way he's going to be able to keep him on the canvas. This third round, Bilal's going to come. I'll strike him, and he's going to win. Second round, third round. Possibly the first, depending.
Going into the third round now, Damian Maia, Bilal Muhammad. Close fight. We've got 1 round apiece going into the third.
Well, yeah, but the shots that were thrown on Maia were all on target. The body shots.
Holy shit. Okay.
Maia looks tired, man. Ooh-wee.
Are we watching different fights?
Where you at, Dave, time-wise?
Oh, my God. Damian Maia landing a good left hand there. 4 minutes, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Damian Maia right now a huge underdog to win this fight. The live odds have Bilal Muhammad minus 1,300, the favorite. Definitely momentum going in Muhammad's favor. Maia went for a takedown, could not get it.
So, Freddie, that says it all. Like you said, if he's not able to do what he needs to do by taking him down and keeping him there, he's done in this third round. You just pick away, man. You just throw those shots, throw those kicks, and you sail to that victory.
I'm impressed with Muhammad.
And that's what Bilal's doing.
He's fighting smart. The first round, he made sure to not put himself in too much trouble. And he probably knows also that Damian Maia is at most dangerous in the first round. So Muhammad is fighting a good fight. His cardio's there. I'm going to give him some props.
Yeah, he's fighting the fight
Who's
he
up
needs. Next fight would be Nate Diaz and Leon Edwards.
Oh, that's going to be 5 rounds, man. This is interesting. First time ever, man.
Super chat. Super chat.
Patrick
C. Hamilton says Maia needs to win for Team Dave. Yeah, I think the Team Dave parlay is going to be busted here with Damian Maia. I think we're going to be
Team
out.
AJ, you can make some good money, man. $20. If Vettori wins, man, it's $2,000. But it's never over till it's over, so anything can happen here.
I can't wait till your boy gets knocked out later.
Well,
take it easy,
like,
Dave.
There's a couple of other fights you picked also. Didn't you pick in your parlay? You got Diaz and you got
Figueiredo, and then
so
Vettori.
Exactly. It's not just about Marvin.
There's still a long way to go, man.
And even then, I mean,
how you pronounce Marvin in Italian?
Marvin. I have no idea. You know what? It's very strange, but in Italy, Brazil, you'll get guys like with these really strong English names, like,
Marvin.
Phillips George or something like that, and he's from Brazil, and you're like, what the hell? Marvin is not a typical Italian name, man. Every time I think of Marvin, I think of that Martian on the Looney Tunes.
Two minutes left here in the fight. Bilal Muhammad is outstriking Damian Maia. Maia's trying for some takedowns. They're not coming. It's not happening.
But he drops his head so much. He's just getting hit with everything. He's got the red eyes.
The red eyes?
Look at Maia, man. He's got the raccoon eyes, man. He's done.
Maia going for another takedown. Not going to get it here. 90 seconds left in the fight.
Nice kicks.
Looks like it's going to be a Bilal Muhammad win, probably 29-28, second and third rounds. First round was tight. It might even be a 30-27. Muhammad defending the takedowns of Damian Maia. Didn't get caught. Outstriking him, moving really well, good footwork. Just outboxing him. And defending every takedown. And that's really the key of it.
By the way, AJ,
defending
both
all
guys
the
have
takedowns.
the Venom logo in the back.
Yeah, I know. That was all bullshit, that Vettori, with the shorts and all that. Because if you saw Vittori's name was along his leg, it's just a different look, dude. He's Italian, so they like this weird Versace style, you know? Let's see if he comes out with it tonight. If he has that big Venom in the front.
Careful.
But when you look at when you look at the shorts and you look at the gear, man, Venom, like, you know, destroys Reebok and everything that they had, man.
Yeah, I like these shorts better than Reebok shorts.
Not even close, Dave. Like,
not even close.
They look like
AJ.
MMA
not
shorts.
Even close.
Not even close. I mean, I have a Reebok bag from the UFC that I got from I got that from Pat Cote and Fabio when he fought last. Really nice. The bag
Fight
is awesome.
is over. Looks like Bilal Muhammad is going to get this decision victory here over Damian Maia. Defends the takedowns, outboxes Maia for 3 rounds.
Exactly.
Seems pretty obvious.
There's a good example. Johnny Walker, man. Totally like Brazilian.
What?
We were talking about names, like the Marvin names, like in Italy. Like, I think he's probably the only Marvin in Italy. But like, if you look at guys like in Brazil, they have like these crazy English names, such as Johnny Walker. Oh man.
All right.
Who's up? So you guys both went with Leon. No, Freddie went with Diaz. Dave went with Leon Edwards on that.
Yeah. Seemed like the way to go. Nate's not been fighting
Edwards
very
sure
often,
win.
and he's getting older.
But he looks good.
Yeah, Damian Maia looks good physically. But, you know, over time, can't catch up. The speed goes.
Father time comes, man. Yeah, I agree with that. So you think Maia's going to continue? Like, I don't know how many fights he has in his contract, but
Yeah, it might be the end. I think it might be over.
I think it's...
He was talking about retirement before this fight. It might be over. Maia loses unanimous decision 30-27, 29-28, 29-28. So it looks like two out of the 3 judges gave the first round to Maia. 1 judge gave all 3 rounds to Muhammad. And there it is.
That's what I said. The first round was close, man. It could have went either or. But I love Maia. He's like one of my favorites, but it was the first time I've ever bet against Maia. Oh, the celebs are out.
So Team Dave's parlay, busted. Team Fred's parlay, busted. We both had Damian Maia. Team AJ somehow is still alive, but, I mean, soon to be busted. Obviously soon to be busted.
Listen, man. Listen, don't get upset for people that bet with your picks for the last 5 fights. You brought in some good money.
Yeah.
But it looks like tonight Team AJ might bring in some real money.
No. No, it doesn't.
You're still
It doesn't
far
look-
away.
Listen, man.
It doesn't look like that at all, AJ.
Listen, man. All I got to see is Diaz win the next one, and then all of a sudden, man, things are going to get hot.
Marvin's your biggest long
The
shot,
shit's going to
bro.
get hot here. What's that?
Technically, Diaz is the biggest long shot as far as the Vegas odds, but I
Yeah.
think Marvin is the biggest long shot. I think Israel's going to knock him out. And AJ's going to be so sad. I actually hope, AJ, that all your parlay fights come through, and then Marvin gets knocked out, so then it's completely ruined, and you'll be really doubly sad when your boy
Dave,
loses.
you're such a Debbie Downer, man.
That's what I want to
The
see
hell,
happen
man?
to you.
Listen, don't you want to think, like, at least if one of us comes out with our picks,
No, I
our
want
network,
you to fail.
our
I want
universe
you to
wins?
lose.
Don't you want the
No, I want
Ringside
AJ to lose.
universe to win some
I
money?
always want AJ to lose. If Fred's parlay
Dude,
was
because
winning,
you know
I'd be
if I
rooting
win,
for
man,
him.
it's...
But
Listen,
your
man,
parlay,
I'm
I
gonna be
always
paying
want
for
to lose.
marketing ads all week.
I
You know,
always
AJ's
want.
like,
Oh God.
I'm going local.
Yeah, you are. You won't shut up either. Going loco.
I'll be bringing it up to like 2022. You remember, Dave? You remember that fight? The Italian Dream won it. Why are you going to the big screen with me? What is this? Here, let me show you. Sponsored tonight by not Sapporo, but it's a damn good beer.
Yeah, we just got rid of him, Fred. Now I put him on timeout. Gave him the whole screen, and then I got rid of him. We can do.
If I knew how to sing the Italian national anthem, I would have sang it for him.
Oh, why?
Give him a little more like energy.
No. He needs less energy tonight. He's out of control. We need to put him on timeout.
Don't be a hater, bud. Don't be a hater.
They're finally showing Leon in this promo, but it was all Nate Diaz early on in the promo for the fight. So Nate Diaz is the star of this fight, but Leon should win.
Nate Diaz is the star of this pay-per-view.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Probably.
Most people are tuning in for this one, I think.
I hope he's getting pay-per-view points.
Yeah, I don't know. He might just be getting a big, upfront money just to show up. Paul Craig wins the opener with apparently they're calling it an armbar, but it was a TKO with punches, right? I don't know. Maybe he tapped too. Bilal Muhammad beats Damian Maia by unanimous decision, and now we got Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz coming up next.
If they called it an armbar, I had the impression that he was tapping during the armbar. So, that's probably what they ended up calling it, I would think. Because during the armbar, he was going with his arm, to the ref. He wasn't tapping on the ground or anything, but he was just, showing signs with his hands to the ref. I think that was, tapping.
Who's coming out first? I guess Leon Edwards comes out first. Oh, no, Nate Diaz comes out first. Surprised by that.
Listen to the crowd, man. Crowd is going wild. Is it a full crowd tonight? Holy shit.
Yep.
Dana White's happy tonight, man. Cha-ching. What's the music he's coming out to, Dave?
I don't know. I'm trying to hear it. I can't tell. Might be DMX. Sounds like DMX. I don't know.
Come on,
he's walking out with Captain Picard.
Give us a big performance here.
I'd like to see it. I just don't see it happening. I just Leon Edwards is really in his prime. He's really a welterweight. He's really a top welterweight. Nate has never been that good at 170 pounds. He's just never been able to compete. At 155, he's been elite, but at 170, he's just never been one of the best. I don't see it.
Whoever wins here should get Jorge.
Beat Connor. Fucking AJ. What are you talking about? Connor's not a 170 fighter. What are you talking about?
Whoever wins here in this fight should get Jorge because it'd be a big fight, period. And Colby and Kamaru are fighting for the titles soon, so that'd be good for the division.
Freddie, isn't this where the Arizona plays? Hockey. Is this the same place?
No clue. Could be, man.
Maybe.
Come on, Diaz. You could do it, man. Do it for AJ's parlay. Dave went against you. He never goes against you. But tonight he did. And listen, man, Leon Edwards is awesome, but he didn't impress me on the last fight with the 2 eye pokes to Bilal, man. And this is 5 rounds. Does he have what it takes to go 5 rounds? Because Diaz is not going down. You said knockout. There's no way you're knocking out Diaz. There's no way, man. This is going to be a war all 5 rounds.
I've seen Diaz get knocked out.
Yeah, but it's not happening tonight. It's not happening tonight, Dave.
Why not?
I'm just telling you, man. Because AJ's the only guy that has a winning parlay right now. So AJ's telling you, man, this is going the distance. The guy has, did you see the record? He has 2,200 strikes in his career, 9 submissions. Listen, man, he's a heavy underdog, but you know what? Tonight might be the night.
Well, we'll see. Nate Diaz is in the cage. Leon Edwards coming up. AJ's very excited about his parlay. He's won 2 fights out of 5. He's got several big underdogs still to come, and, we'll see. And he's really on his high horse right now about it. He's really riding high and really...
That's nothing compared to if I actually win this.
Yeah, I know, which is why I don't want you to win, because I can't even handle you now.
I know that, man.
Imagine.
Because all week, when people don't realize... Even like
though last
show, man,
Sunday you're like, oh, Dave, go with Dave. Dave's always right. Last Sunday you went on and on about how I'm always picking all the right fights, da-da-da-da-da. And now 6 days later, you're like, nope, Dave doesn't know anything, Team AJ. Even though you're wrong every single week about everything, for some reason now you got a couple fights right, and you're like very impressed with yourself.
Listen, man, I'm just saying. If I pull it off, if the card pulls it off, it's $20 for $2,000.
Did you even put money on the parlay yourself, or did you just put it out as AJ's picks on Thursday night? You didn't actually put money down on it, so who cares? You're not going to win.
No, I did. But I'm going to tell you,
didn't.
The only thing I didn't get a chance to do is put me and Freddie's picks out.
I know you didn't. You're lying again. Lying, AJ. Freddie's lying.
These guys.
You're telling me you think you're going to win $2,000 tonight? You got $2,000 coming to you if this comes through? I don't believe you. I don't believe you actually put it down because you don't even believe in your own picks. You don't put your money where your mouth is. You're all mouth. You have no backup. You just talk shit.
Listen, man, somebody in Team AJ is going to make money if it happens.
Nobody bets with you because they watch the show and they're like, oh, AJ's just a lot of bullshit.
No, I think...
Nobody
Listen,
picks your
John
picks.
Actually, I think John. Where is he? I think John actually did.
Nobody picks your picks, man. Your picks are terrible.
I think Douglas did, man.
Your picks are terrible.
I hope you went
every
with
week.
It's a new sofa for him.
Your picks are terrible every week on the show. Every week you have the worst picks. You've picked like every UFC pay-per-view main event incorrectly for the past like 6 months. Every fight you pick wrong, man.
Except for the 6-fight parlay that I pulled off, bud. Let's not forget that.
I forget it. I don't know what you're even talking about. And again, you didn't put money down because you never put your money where your mouth is. There you go.
Dave.
Patrick C. Hamilton says, I put money on Dave's parlay on Bet99. Worked for me the last time. He goes with Team Dave because he knows that Team Dave is the most consistent.
Except for tonight.
Okay.
But at least you made money with Dave in the last 5 fights.
Well,
okay, so
we're going to come back on the Israel Adesanya knockout that's going to happen later on tonight. So we'll be all right. Team Dave, all day. All right, here we go. Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards. They're in the cage. Bruce Buffer's doing the announcing. The thing is about to happen. Diaz right now, they're saying plus 385, the underdog right now at a Stockton,
Jamaica,
California. He is 36 years of age, taking on 29-year-old Leon Edwards, who is surging. He has not lost since 2015. A unanimous decision to the current welterweight champion, Kamaru Usman. Maybe the greatest welterweight of all time when it's all said and done. That's the only guy, the last guy, to defeat Leon Edwards. Since then, he's beat some top guys, Donald Cerrone, Gunnar Nelson, Rafael Dos Anjos, and I think he was on his way to beating Bilal Muhammad until that accidental eye poke. Minus 560, the favorite is Leon Edwards. I think if Leon pokes Nate in the eye, Nate will just blink through it and keep fighting. I don't think you can poke Nate Diaz in the eye. Like, could you imagine Nate Diaz being like, oh, I can't fight anymore, my eye. You know what I mean? Like Bilal Muhammad did. I don't think he would. I think he'd be like, fuck it, let's go.
Edwards!
Yeah, Doug Hepburn says he didn't bet AJ's parlay. Nobody bets AJ's parlay because nobody believes in AJ's picks. Because AJ's picks are ridiculous.
You lose, you lose, man.
AJ's picks are ridiculous. Here we go. The fight is on.
Nagano,
4 minutes, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51.
Oh, there's Nick.
It's the first round. It's Nate Diaz. It's Leon Edwards, UFC 263.
Come on, Nate.
Fred and AJ both going with Nate. I'm going with the huge favorite, Leon Edwards.
I've been saying Edwards should win,
Yep.
logically. I'm a fan here. I'm going with Nate.
Yeah.
He's a fan.
I like Nate. Oh, Nate just kind of walking
MMA is better
around,
when Nate.
acting like he was like not interested. Then he came back at him. Then he threw a slap.
The Stockton
Whoa,
slap.
Nate is just like messing around right now, messing with Leon Edwards, like doing a lot of showboating, doing a lot of like pretending he's not interested, walking away from him. And it seemed to work because then he like catches Leon Edwards by surprise when Leon kind of
Very
waits for
interesting,
him.
actually.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird, man. Yep. But it's working.
A little bit. Ooh, nice
Is
leg
it?
kick there from Leon Edwards. Nice calf kick. Nate switches stances for a second there. Nate's leg already looks red. Nate's right leg looks red just above his knee. Is that possible with one kick? I mean, yeah.
Could be.
And leg kicks have always been something that Nate has never really addressed and never really dealt with and has struggled with in his career. Rafael Dos Anjos chopped his leg out from under him. Benson Henderson did the same thing. You could go at Diaz's lead leg and really chop it and slow him down considerably. Not surprised that Leon's going for that. But Nate's dangerous. Nate can hit you, Nate can catch you, and he could pour it on you. If the Diaz brothers sense blood in the water, like, they fucking go after you. They're great finishers, you know? But Leon's got to stay patient. Don't get into a dogfight with him. So far, he's doing that. Picking his shots. Controlling the center of the octagon. Ooh. Landed a nice
Very
right
close.
hand there, did Leon Edwards. Ooh. Solid kick to the leg from Leon Edwards. Yeah, Nate's leg is red. Edwards controlling the range really well there. Landed a jab, and then Nate wasn't able to come back and hit anything. Oh, Nate lands a couple there, though. And he puts his arms out like, what? What? Nate Diaz style. They clinch up against the cage.
Jesus.
Leon looked like he wanted to take him down there for a second. But now they're just kind of fighting against the fence. Oh. Leon muscles Nate down. Takes him down. Takes his back. Didn't expect that one. He's got a hook in on Nate's back, but doesn't have a lot of control. And Nate is a legit black belt on the ground. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. I didn't expect Leon Edwards to look for the takedown and look to play grappling with Nate Diaz, but usually if you get on top of the Diaz brothers, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think he planned it. He kind of like wanted to sort of swing him, and Diaz like just went down on his knees, so he take his back. It was nice transition for Edwards, man. Smart move.
Diaz looking to escape, but Edwards follows him, stays on top of him, hangs on the back of Nate Diaz. Nate turtles up. Oh, Leon's got a good position on Nate now on the ground. Landed a couple nice punches. This is a Leon Edwards round now.
Yeah.
Got about 10 seconds left in the first round. This has been Leon's fight so far. Those leg kicks are nasty, and they're doing damage. He keeps on that leg, that right leg of Nate Diaz, and he's going to be doing all right. Fun first round, though.
Yep.
Freddie, what do you think?
Those leg kicks are going to become a problem, though.
Yeah.
Like, Nate better have a strategy because he can't just get hit like that for 5 rounds.
Oh, Antoinette is back.
What's up, Antoinette? Member of the team. She says, "Go Nate."
Yo.
Don't forget to become a member. You can hit us up on Super Chat as well, like Patrick C. Hamilton did. Support the Ringside Report Network. You can buy some merch. You can buy some cups. Buy a cup with our face on it here. Look at that. There's a cup. Even AJ's face is on this thing. You can buy it over at merch.ringsidereport.net. That was a fun first round. Nate was doing his Nate Diaz thing. A lot of showboating. But he got his leg kicked pretty bad. Took a few punches. Round 1, Leon Edwards, 10-9. Another big leg kick from Leon Edwards.
Oh, man. Crowd is right behind Diaz.
Oh, yeah. He's a fan favorite. Everybody likes Nate Diaz. Why wouldn't they? You know? He's a star of the UFC.
Like,
He's
I'm
just
reading
been
the
so
comments,
inactive.
people go like, Leon Edwards is so good, and yeah, he's excellent. He won that round, but I think Usman beats him pretty easy. I don't think he's that dangerous for Usman. But right now, Usman's just the best of the division. So
We haven't seen a really good wrestler go after Leon Edwards, though. And that's what I wonder. Like, what's his takedown defense like? If it's really good, then he might have a shot against Usman. But he hasn't really faced anybody like Usman. He hasn't faced Covington, you know? He hasn't faced any of these big, heavy wrestlers that'll just relentlessly go for the takedown. So I think you're right. I think Usman probably beats him, but, like, until it happens, I'm not sure. Right? Like, has Edwards really been tested as far as wrestlers? Because that's what Usman does. Like, I mean, that's what he's going to do to Edwards. Why stand with him when you could take him down and just completely nullify his offense? Unless you want to prove a point. But, I don't know. Edwards seems dangerous. Oof. Nice elbow there from Leon Edwards. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second round now.
this is probably Edwards' first 5-rounder, I would think, and it's a good experience for him still. You know, people are like, why is it 5 rounds? If you're Leon Edwards, man, if this goes into the championship rounds, it's good experience for future fights.
Yeah. Yeah, you fight 5 rounds with a guy like Nate Diaz, you know, it's a lot of good MMA experience. Leon clinches Nate, takes him down against the fence. He's got him in a half guard. Top half, Leon Edwards on Nate Diaz. Down on the mat. Shout out to Craig Paquette. Thank you, Craig, for sponsoring. You could sponsor over at donate.ringsidereport.net. And you could also join the YouTube channel right under me, clicking that join button. Edwards on top of Nate Diaz now. Ooh, Nate's trying to spin for a leg lock. Leon Edwards holding on to the fence. Herb Dean pulling his hand away. This could be dangerous. Nate looking for a leg lock, but I think he was more using it to sweep. Nate gets back to his feet. Nate kind of slow.
Special thank you from the heart.
Whoa.
What?
Thank you. Thank you, Craig. Nate kind of slow to get back to his feet there. I think he was kind of playing possum a little bit, and then he jumps up and he throws a punch at Leon Edwards. He's trying to surprise him.
He's doing
Nate's
well.
doing this thing where he just kind of like puts his hands on his knees and stands there at a
Leon
distance.
threw a good leg kick, though, after.
Yeah, that leg kick was really good. And a good left hand there on Nate with a minute left here in the second round.
Like, I don't know, man. I like, people probably think it's cool because Diaz plays like these mind games, but what is it really doing for him? Like, right now, he's losing this fight. he needs to figure out a way to hurt Edwards.
Yeah. He landed a couple
Weird.
punches
He
there,
almost,
but it's just not enough, right? He's not landing enough.
he keeps turning his back. You know, every time I see that, I think of jiu-jitsu where these guys were doing like the donkey guard. I don't know if you've ever seen it, where they turn their back and sort of spring at you backwards.
Yeah. It's not working.
Some guys, no, it's not working.
There's Leon clinching Nate up against the fence as a spinning elbow lands on Nate. I'll tell you, though, Nate Diaz got a hell of a chin still. He's hard to put away. Leon Edwards has hit him with some big shots, and Nate is still in it. And at this point, Leon's got to kind of wonder, like, what do I got to do to this guy?
Yeah,
Is
but
Leon getting tired?
Well. Like, I like his poise. Like Leon seems pretty confident. He's not being over aggressive. He's not trying to go for a knockout for like just to be aggressive. He's fighting very smart. I'm impressed by Leon here.
Yep, he's looking really good, but he can't get tired, right? If he gets tired, these later rounds are going to be really bad for him because Nate doesn't get tired.
I don't see him getting tired though.
But these guys do triathlons, man. They have their conditioning is up there. We're talking about Nate and Nick.
No, I'm talking about Leon Edwards. If he
I'm
gets
talking about
tired,
the Diaz
yeah,
brothers.
I know. Obviously, they do triathlons. I think anybody who's ever watched a Diaz brother fight knows that. But I'm talking about Leon Edwards. If he gets tired because of the great cardio of the Diaz brothers, Leon might be in some trouble later on.
Because right now, I think it's going to be more about Nate's mobility, where Leon Edwards is killing it. And even if Nate has good cardio, if he can't move well, man, he can't like hit hard or anything. I don't know. I think right now I got a feeling that Leon Edwards is going to win 50-45.
Well, he's winning all the rounds so far. He's up 2-0 in this 5-round fight over Nate Diaz. AJ, I know you picked Nate in your parlay, and you're usually super biased, but even you couldn't score the first 2 rounds for your boy Nate Diaz tonight.
Unfortunately not, but there's still a lot of rounds to go. So if it was 3 rounds, I'd
Keeping
be
the
worried.
hope.
But right now, there's still that hope.
Yeah, I mean, Nate's still in this fight. I agree with you. I think the later it goes, the more it favors Diaz. What's that, Fred?
He's going to have to catch him, hit him with something that hurts him, because I don't think Nate's going to win a decision. I'd be surprised he wins the last 3 rounds. So he's going to need some way to finish Edwards, and I don't see that happening either.
Unless he really pours it on him. If Edwards does tire at some point, but I agree with you. I don't think he will. I think he's going to be able to keep this pace for at least this round and the next. The 5th round could be kind of crazy, but I think Leon is controlling the 3rd round here again. I think he'll be able
Leon's
to do
in great
this.
shape himself.
Yeah, I think he'll be able to do more of the same next round in the 4th if it goes to that, which it looks like it will at this point. But I think by the 5th, things could get a little interesting. Nate might have some chances, but Leon might not let him get there. Pulls him down, takes him down. Leon on top in the half guard, but Nate's really good off his back. Nate's got a really good guard. He's dangerous.
Once Conor loses to Poirier, it will be time to do a Diaz-Conor 3, because both guys have seen better days.
Or Conor versus Jake Paul. Or Diaz versus Jake Paul.
On, Dave.
Well, I mean, what's the money? They'll go where the money is.
That's what I said.
Oh, nice elbow on top from Leon Edwards. Oh, Diaz is cut bad now. A lot of blood. Edwards on top, 2 minutes left in this 3rd round. Edwards standing over Diaz. Decides to let him stand up. Yeah. Oh, Diaz is cut real bad. He is bloodied. He is a bloody mess, and he does not look good right now.
But he always looks bloody, man. It's all the scar tissue these guys have. Where's the cut? Let me see. Yeah, it's above the eye. So that's the thing. When you have so much scar tissue, you get a good shot, you're cutting open.
Oh, wow. Leon went to go like slap hands with Nate. Nate slapped his hand away, and Leon gave him double bird, middle fingers. Leon flipped him off. That was cool. Little
yeah.
animosity. Oh, Leon fires at him with a heavy leg kick. But Nate is pushing the pace. Nate is angry. He's going after Leon. He's tasted his own blood, and he's mad. Leon flipped him off. I don't think he liked that either. But Leon Edwards now clinching Nate up against the cage with about a minute left in this round. Holding a body lock on Nate's back.
I like the way Edwards kind of uses that circular motion roll to take his back. Very nice.
Yeah. And now he's controlling Nate on the ground. He's got the takedown. Nate's trying to roll, but Leon's doing a good job of keeping him locked down. And now Leon's jumping on his back. He's got a hook in, trying to get his second hook. I don't think he's going to be able to tap out Nate Diaz. I'd be shocked. But, hey, crazy things happen. Leon's got Nate's back. Nate is a bloody mess. The doctor's gotta check on him after this one. See what the cuts look like. Nate slips out of it again, gets to his feet. What's the point of taking Nate Diaz's back? Oh, spinning elbow again. Nate says no, like that didn't do anything to him, but goddamn.
Nate doesn't look good right now.
No, Nate's getting beat up. Third round is over. Leon Edwards is winning this 30-27. That last round was a beating.
Oh,
some nasty elbows cut him up.
Come on, Nate, let's do it. What's happening here?
I think Nate's getting beat up.
Yep.
Nate is bloodied. Nate is beaten through 3 rounds. He's lost every one. Yeah, this is a really tough fight. When they made this fight, I was like, really? Nate's been inactive. He's getting nothing but older, and Leon Edwards is a young guy on the come-up. I understand why the UFC wants to do this. They're trying to make a name with Leon Edwards, set him up for a title fight, but I was a little surprised that this is the fight that Nate wanted because it seemed really tough. It seemed almost unwinnable because this is not really his weight class. He's a 155er, but for some reason he wants to fight at 170. I just didn't understand why this fight was happening. And now we're seeing it play out. It's like, yeah, man, Nate's kind of just an older fighter getting beat up. Round 4.
I mean, I'll use ageism here to say I'll give it to Nate. You got to give it to him. He's tough, but he's getting beat up. He's getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm not even sure he wins this fight in his prime.
No, Edwards looking good right now. Edwards is looking like a top welterweight, man. I'm impressed.
But Nate is still in it. Nate's going after it. That's the thing. You can never count him out. He's always in this fight. The longer this fight goes, the more like, okay, yes, Nate is taking damage, but if Leon Edwards gets tired from giving the damage and Nate can sustain that damage, there could be a moment and an opportunity for Nate Diaz in this fight to win it and steal it and, score a choke. But he's going to have to make Leon Edwards work a little bit harder over this next 9 minutes of fight that we have left. Oh, shit. Leon Edwards just landed a huge left hand that rocked Nate Diaz. Rocked him good. AJ, you still think Nate Diaz can't get knocked out?
Well, he didn't get knocked out on that punch.
No, but it could happen.
Point, no, he's not going to.
I think it
happen.
might.
But you know what? It just goes to show you the guy doesn't have a glass jaw. And he's still in the game. Most people would have wobbled back and try to get their breath back, like the focus. But Diaz, man, he got hit and just came right back.
But it's an issue right now for him of speed, pressure, strength,
mobility,
size.
Sure.
Yeah, he's just not moving as well as Leon Edwards. Oh, Leon comes in and
That's
trips
always
him.
been an issue with the Diaz, man. Go back to Nick losing to Carlos Condit. Like, these guys are great brawlers. They're warriors. I love them, but they're still a part of their game that they haven't addressed. You know, like the leg kicks, the guys that move well. You know, these guys like when the opponent stays in front and trades with them. Leon Edwards is smarter than that. Like, he doesn't just stay in front of you and trade shots. That's not a smart way to fight.
Nate's just kind of walking away from Leon Edwards right now. It's weird.
Oh, he's probably hurt, man. All those leg kicks.
Yeah, he's probably hurt.
I think he is hurt, but he's also doing, like, some showboating.
Yeah, but I think his right leg, if you
And
look
maybe
at his
some
right
resting.
leg, there's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. His leg's been messed up since the first round.
Yeah.
Now his head is all busted up. He's bloodied. He's beaten. There's 2 minutes left in this fourth round. He really hasn't shown much in this round. It's been another round for Leon Edwards so far. Over 3 minutes into this round. And, we have 3 rounds in the books. They've all been Leon Edwards, and we're closing in on a fourth round. Another round for Leon Edwards. Nate just doesn't have it here for Leon tonight. But, as I say that, he lands a nice 1-2. Pushes him against the fence, but... See, that's kind of where maybe Nate should be doing a little bit more. Like, he did that 1-2, and then he didn't follow it up with 3, 4, 5, 6, like the Diaz brothers usually do. He kind of clinched him up against the fence, which is a little uncharacteristic. You know, they would usually kind of 1-2, and then if they land it, they go pop, 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 and they drown you in those shots. But Nate went 1-2, and then he just kind of grabbed him and tried to land an elbow off the clinch. Right? It's not the same output from Nate Diaz tonight. That's one thing that I've noticed. He's not throwing as much. I mean, you leave yourself open, obviously, when you're throwing, but that's something that the Diaz brothers are kind of known for, just throwing the volume. The volume hasn't been there for Nate tonight.
Oof. Now, good elbow.
30 seconds to go in the fourth round. I mean, there's a reason why Leon Edwards was the biggest favorite on this card. Nate hasn't fought enough.
But it's going the distance.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
Neither is Leon Edwards when you think about it, too.
Wow. No, he's more active than Nate. I mean,
What,
Leon just fought.
And then before that, he hadn't fought in like
due to injury, not due to not wanting to fight.
Still.
Well,
it's the same thing. You're not in the ring. You're not in the octagon, man.
Okay.
So they're both in the same position. But Edwards
not really, AJ. Nate Diaz's record since 2016 is 2-2. Leon Edwards' record since 2016 is 8-0-1. He's had double the fights in the past 5 years that Nate Diaz does. So if you want to tell me that it's the same and they're inactive in the same way, I mean, that's just untrue. No response.
No, I'm just reading like
Did you hear what I said, AJ? Did you hear what I just said? Leon Edwards, since 2016, is 8-0-1. He's had 9 fights.
I know.
Nate Diaz, since 2016, has had 4 fights.
I know.
So why are you telling me they're equally inactive? They're not. Nate never fights, and he's 36.
Yes, within the last 2 years I'm talking about.
All right.
Here we go. Look.
Because Nate fought in 2000.
I thought it was going to go the distance.
It seems like it will go the distance. Leon Edwards beating up Nate Diaz again in the 5th round. Drops him with a sweep kick thing. Nate is a bloody mess. They were not able to clean him up because he's got, huge holes in his head right now. His whole body is covered in blood. And Leon Edwards doesn't look like he has a scratch on him. This is a shutout for Leon Edwards. He's dominating Nate Diaz. Has anybody dominated Nate Diaz this much? Has anybody beat him this badly?
Well, Jorge pretty much destroyed him. But
Yeah, but Jorge took some shots too.
Badly.
No, maybe not this badly. Benson Henderson beat his ass pretty bad too, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, dominated him.
People were like GSP 1, 3, 5 or something like that, and then Ben Anderson destroyed Nate Diaz, so it was Anderson, Bendo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. It's weird that Benson Henderson's kind of dropped off the map, and Nate Diaz, here he is, still fighting in big fights, you know? Nate Diaz, 3 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in the 5th round. He needs to finish this guy if he wants to win. Imagine if he did that. Imagine if he finished it. AJ would be on here saying, I told you guys Nate Diaz was going to win. You'd be going crazy if that happened.
Kind of like the Anderson Silva against the Sonnen fight, you know, where you're like, damn, that's it for Silva. It's over, it's over, it's over. And then, boom.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah,
I mean, anything can happen, man. Until the fight is over, anything's possible.
Nate
because Diaz is going to put on the pressure,
Nate,
which
like
he's
I
doing.
say. He's going for it. He's trying, but Edwards is just a better fighter tonight. And period, he's a better fighter.
I wonder what they do with Leon.
Brothers need.
Sorry, go ahead, Fred.
Diaz needs to go back to marquee matchup. So Nate needs to go fight like either Connor or maybe Jorge again or something like that. But let's be honest, like Nate's never going to be a top contender at 170. He doesn't have the frame, doesn't have the strength. I think like the big guys in this division. So he's still a star. He's going to draw some numbers and all. He deserves big fights, but it should be more like fights that are tuned to his style, you know? Style make matchups.
He should fight guys like Connor, you know? Oh. Leon with some good punches there on Nate. I want to see Nate fight Connor. And then, I don't know, right? Who knows? How about Nate against Damian Maia? If Nate wants to fight 170 so bad.
Yeah,
do you like that fight?
I'd watch it.
Yeah,
I'd watch that fight.
I'd watch it.
I think Nate's got respect for Damian Maia. Like, if Nate wants to stay active, let him fight Damian Maia. I think that would be fun. Whoa. Nate landed a punch there. Edwards looks like he might be in trouble. There's a minute left here. Edwards is stumbling. Edwards is hurt and in trouble, and Nate Diaz is pouring it on. He's got 40 seconds to make this happen. Leon Edwards needs to hold on to dear life because he might get knocked out here by Nate. Like, Nate never goes away. This is what I'm saying. The last minute of this 25-minute fight is all Nate Diaz chasing down Leon Edwards, pouring it on. Leon takes a big look at the clock. Everybody is on their feet watching this fight.
This is crazy, man.
Leon Edwards is in big trouble with 10 seconds left to go, but Nate Diaz is going to run out of time. Leon Edwards clinches Nate up, holds on, and time expires. But god damn, Nate holds his hands up in the air, and you know what? He could be real proud of that performance. He stole that 5th round, and he comes out at the end of the fight looking like if that were to continue, he would have won. If that fight extends another round, if this fight goes on until one man has to go down, which is how the Diaz brothers always fight, if this fight goes till one man can no longer fight, Nate maybe wins this fight tonight, but that's not how it goes. He lost every single round up until this point. He definitely hurt Leon Edwards, landed a nice boom, 1, 2, and he followed up. He heard him, he saw him wobble, he pointed at him, and then he went after him. And you can see the replay now. Leon Edwards is not there. His eyes kind of go for a second, and then he starts to move away from Nate Diaz. But in the final minute of this fight, Nate Diaz almost finished Leon Edwards, and the crowd went absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that was
However,
crazy. Nate took a little time. He should have been more aggressive after that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Freddie. You shouldn't have pointed. You should have went in there for the kill. And you know what? If there was another 2 minutes on the clock, it could have been different.
He took a little too much time.
Yep.
Because Edwards did look like he was on
especially
rocky
when
legs, like shaky legs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
When he was on those rocky legs, stepping back, and then you got Diaz pointing. Forget the pointing. He should have went in there, man, like a nightmare. Look, if there was 2 more minutes on the clock, this could have been a different story. Wow. That was one hell of an ending, man.
So does this mean that we're going to hear the Diaz say that he would have won if there was more time and all that?
Of course.
So he's
100%.
for sure against them.
100%.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Look, it was 5 rounds, man. Look, if it was 3-round fight.
Leon Edwards is not a hitter.
What the hell, man? He got wobbled, but holy shit, man. I was just saying Anderson Silva, versus Chael Sonnen, that whole incident, and boom, it almost happened again. AJ would have passed out. You would have just been you and Freddie. Called 911, man.
Leon Edwards
But it's
wins
not
by
happening.
unanimous decision. Unanimous decision victory for Leon Edwards. All 3 judges scored at 49-46. That's 4 rounds to 1 for Leon Edwards. 1, 2, 3, 4 go to Edwards. The 5th was for Nate Diaz, but it was too little, too late, unfortunately, for Nate. Not able to pull through. Leon Edwards, huge favorite, gets the victory tonight over Nate Diaz.
Shit, that was crazy, man. They're booing
Nate
him.
fought to
I don't
the end,
boo
man.
guy.
Nate is a legend. Nate is a legend. Nate is a warrior. Antoinette says, damn, needed more time. Nate didn't win, but he stood up till the end. Definitely did.
He did,
Doug
man.
Hepburn says both are tough mofos. Indeed. Indeed.
Look,
Great
in this
fight.
position, man, if Diaz had 2 more minutes on the clock, it could have been a different story. Man, look how I'm looking at the replay. The wobble, man, he should have just attacked, like Fred said. Just go like kamikaze there.
Leon Edwards thinking he's getting a world title shot, but I know Usman and Covington are fighting. Like, I don't know if he waits and fights the winner or
Even Masvidal.
fights Masvidal.
Exactly.
Or, how about Gilbert
Don't be a
Burns?
pussy, Leon. I want to see Masvidal. They got animosity.
Yeah, that makes
Sell
sense.
the shit out of it. And that if he beats Masvidal, he becomes an even bigger star. Beating Diaz and Masvidal, if you're Leon Edwards, that's what you should do.
It's not a bad idea. Oh, he's talking to
Goodbye,
Nate.
parlay, man.
Oh, there goes AJ's parlay. Sorry, AJ. I'm not that sorry. I was rooting against you.
But still, I still got hope, man, to see Vettori come through.
Yeah. Nate said something about training. Something didn't go well in training, and
He got cut.
like I like the Diaz brothers and all, but they do seem to have like excuses ready for
Excuses.
any time they lose, right?
Yeah.
Like
Honestly, yeah.
Like, they never take a loss like, yeah, you're better than me, sorry.
Yeah.
It's always like, look, I got drugged. I remember when Nick lost to George.
This guy fights like a bitch.
Yeah, he fights like a bitch. I remember when Nick lost to George, he comes to the press conference afterwards, and he goes, nobody told me that it was a different time here, so my sleep was all fucked up, and I didn't know. And I'm like,
I remember.
What do you mean nobody told you, man? You live in California, you come to Montreal, you're in a West Coast time zone, you're coming to East Coast time zone.
Pay-per-views at the same time, whether it's in Vegas or in Montreal.
I know. It's always 10 p.m. Eastern, no matter what. But Nick was like, I got screwed. I was like, what? That was the best
Man, even
excuse.
though he lost, man, he's going out like a winner. The crowd is cheering, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, I mean,
oh
he's
my
Nate
God,
Diaz.
Justin
He's a
Bieber's
star.
in the house.
All right,
Look
don't
at
talk
that.
about Justin Bieber.
Bieber's there.
Don't talk about Justin Bieber.
He's there, man.
I still have
He's there.
fucking PTSD from that stupid Triller show that Justin Bieber performed at for like an hour before that last fight, the Jake Paul, Ben Askren debacle. Don't talk to me about Justin Bieber. I don't even want to see him on a UFC show.
Listen. The music wasn't the bad part. The weird part was that whole, following him through, the parking lot to get into, the trailer, and, he's walking by all these girls and, doing all this fucking schmoozing. I mean, it was fucking weird. But here he is. Maybe he's going to fight Jake Paul. Wouldn't that be nice?
Did you see
I'll be going
Lamar
for Jake,
Odom
that's for sure.
knock out Aaron Carter, celebrity boxing, last night?
No. Yeah, what happened? Where was that being held?
I'm not surprised. Lamar Odom is like 6'10".
Yeah, he's way bigger than him. It was pretty funny.
That
I
doesn't
saw
look
the
like
thing.
a fair fight.
No, and I heard Aaron Carter actually interviewed before, and he was talking all sorts of shit, like he was gonna beat Lamar Odom somehow.
I'll be right back, man.
Oh, Fred's
Where you
taking
going,
a break.
man? Can't believe it, man.
Fred's on
There
pause.
goes the sofa for everybody. So on another note, on Thursday, Olivier Aubin-Mercier won his fight at the PFL. This guy looked good, man. He looked good. It was awesome. I'm happy for him, and I hope he goes through. I forgot what position he is. He's on, I think, 6th or something like that, because it's the top 5 or something like that, Dave, with the point system or whatnot. Like you said, he didn't fight his first fight because of injury, and he got a -1. But he came back and got 3 points out of his fight on Thursday, which gives him 2 points. He's up there. If he would have had that first fight, he could have been he could have been ranked number 1.
Yeah, we talked about this on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. He had a good fight for the people
won
that
the
are
main
listening
event.
tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clarissa
was
Shields
she
won the
good
main
or
event
what?
on Thursday. She looked really good. Really good.
She looked good, man.
I mean, she's obviously not great on the ground. She got controlled. I mean, she lost the first 2 rounds.
That.
She got controlled
Dave,
in the first 2 rounds.
That.
She lost the rounds, though. You think she won
Yeah, she
them?
did lose the rounds. But what I'm trying to say is
she was
that,
on her way to losing before she got a knockout. Her punches are dangerous from all angles, for sure. But she fought somebody who's 3-6 that almost beat her. I mean, just be honest.
Yeah, no,
she looked
absolutely.
good
But the
for
thing
somebody
is that
in her first pro fight.
She looked good. Her opponent looked a lot bigger than Shields. The difference is that once it went to the ground, Clarissa was able to sprawl out and get back on her feet. That's what impressed me most, because a lot of times that's the hardest part, is trying to able to defend someone who has a complete body lock or has got control of the legs, and taking full mount a couple of times where she was able to reverse it and finally get back on her feet, which is impressive. But once she was able to throw those power punches, man, she's got a heavy hand. And once she had side control and she was dropping those fists, dude, you could almost see the power going into those shots. That girl didn't want to know nothing. She was out. Clarissa won good. But, no, she impressed me regardless. I think her defense was really good on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, she had good defense for sure. But there's stuff she's got to work on. Really good boxing. Obviously, she's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. What impressed me the most is how dangerous her punches are from all angles. She's not
My God, it was scary.
She's not just dangerous. She's not just dangerous standing up, but in ground and pound positions, even off her back. She was fully mounted and she was throwing punches, and you could tell that her opponent didn't like it. She was kind of postured up, and then she would take punches and she would go down and kind of hug her down in the mount to avoid taking more of those punches. When when your punches from bottom mount hurt, I mean, that's impressive.
Scary.
So what impressed me was the athleticism and the power from all angles, which as
No, I
a
agree,
boxer,
man.
you don't expect her to have power from, bottom mount as well. That's natural power. That's a different type of thing. That's not boxing skill. That's just natural punching power. She's a monster. She
was
could
training.
be really good. The problem is she
will
fights
be
in the
good.
PFL at 155 pounds. So, there's not much competition out there for her. The 155
training with,
division for
John
women
Jones.
is not really deep. There's nobody to fight. I don't care who she trains with. Who's she going to fight?
She's big, man. She's solid, but her opponent was much bigger than her. They're
Okay.
really good Muay
Yeah,
stances, and
Who's
man, her
she
kicks
going to
were
fight
awesome.
at 155? It's not a division.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
They don't even have it in the UFC. The 145 division, they don't have anybody for. So when I see she's a 155er, I'm like, well, good luck. How's that going to work in MMA? Unless you could drop to 45, in which case, maybe she could be a legit opponent for some people. Cyborg maybe, or Amanda Nunes if she can make it in the UFC, But right now it's like, oh, okay. It's kind of like a cool PFL thing. They've got Kayla Harrison, who's like a great judo player. She's also in their 155 division. I think they'll probably have them fight at some point, but I don't know. Brandon Moreno coming into the octagon. It's the UFC flyweight title. Davison Figueiredo is the champion. They went to a draw their last time around. I got Davison Figueiredo this time. I think he either wins a decision, maybe gets a submission. I don't know. But I got Davison. We all got Davison Figueiredo. This is the one fight we all picked together, right? This is the one we're unanimous on. Yeah. So your parlay's busted, eh, AJ? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how confident you were before the Diaz fight and how you lack confidence now.
I'm sure you were shaking a bit because if there was 2 more minutes on the clock, man, it could have been something different. But it didn't happen, obviously.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. It really sucks because I wanted my universe to win some money, man.
Davison Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno is the co-main event here. We're waiting for Israel Adesanya and Marvin Vettori in the main event. AJ's going with Vettori. Freddie and I going with Israel Adesanya.
Dream.
Freddie went out for a smoke break, I think. Kind of jealous. I want to go out for a smoke break. AJ, take over the show. I'll be back.
Where are you guys going, man? Why don't you just vape? You can vape on the show, no?
I'm not interested. Here comes Davison Figueiredo.
No vaping. This is going to be a good one. What's happening out there?
I don't know. Do you think this one goes the distance or Figueiredo finishes him? I feel like Figueiredo might finish him.
Out.
I think he might tap him.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. And listen, like I said on Thursday, what people don't realize on their first fight, Figueiredo had a bad night leading up to this fight. He was in the hospital till 2 in the morning. By the time he came home, the guy fought an amazing fight with no sleep, with an illness, the whole 9 yards tonight, and he didn't have a full camp as well. This time, the second fight, he has a full camp, slept well, wasn't in the hospital till 2 in the morning. He's going to fuck him up tonight. I can guarantee you that. I'm telling you, I didn't sleep last night.
Uh-oh.
I didn't sleep the whole week because my kid's been sick. I'm telling you, dude. I'm like, you can push me over. I'm going down. I'm dead tired. Tonight, AJ is tired.
I'm worried about you guaranteeing anything.
Listen, Dave, the guy was in the hospital till 2 in the morning, man, on a fight night. Moreno's tough as nails. But the thing is that Figueiredo, if he was in full form, man, he would have fucked him up. And that's what's going to happen tonight. Tonight is going to be it. You'll see, man. He's just one dangerous fighter.
Yeah, well,
man. I love this guy.
That's what I was saying.
He was so underrated. We need what?
I
What are
think
you gonna say, Dave?
Figueiredo's going to submit him. I agree.
You think he's
I
going to
think
submit him?
Figueiredo is going to beat him and finish him, and I think he's going to tap him. I don't think he's going to knock
No,
him out.
I thought
like
he was
you
going
do.
to knock him out. I thought
Yeah.
he was going to knock him out.
Yeah, I don't think so. Moreno's got a really good chin, but I don't think his jiu-jitsu is anywhere
Yep.
near what Figueiredo's is.
Oh, it's phenomenal jiu-jitsu. Who's this
I mean,
guy?
we saw last fight. He was able to take a lot of Figueiredo's best shots. I think he's going to be able to take Figueiredo's
but like
shots
I told
again.
you, it was just a very weakened Figueiredo in that fight. A very weakened Figueiredo. And he still did well.
Yeah. I mean,
Tonight, man, energy level 100. The first fight, the energy level was at 65, man. If not less.
what does that mean?
Like a video game,
How
man,
do you know?
100? Because
How do you know what his
telling you, man,
energy level
I
was
just-
for the last fight?
Listen,
And how do you know he's
I'm telling you
perfectly
because
healthy
I'm
this
going
fight?
through. Listen, I'm going through it this week with like I'm sleep deprived, I'm cranky, I'm drinking a beer because I'm like trying to keep myself up, but I have a feeling I'm gonna fall asleep. I know what it is. If I had to fight a fight like this guy, like a huge fight, his first main card, I don't know how he did it. But tonight is a different story. Full camp, good sleep, no hospital visits. He's gonna mess him up. And look at that. He's got a little red stripe going on his head.
AJ's very
dude is
confident in
dangerous,
Figueiredo here. We're all taking Davison Figueiredo for the win. I think Figueiredo gets it done. It could go the distance. I could see it going the distance. Last time it was a draw. It was a close fight. But I could see Figueiredo closing the gap here and getting a submission victory. AJ's going for a knockout for Figueiredo. Freddie, I know you picked Figueiredo as well. How do you see it playing out?
I think this is probably going decision again. The first fight was excellent. I thought Figueiredo had won it, but it was a tight fight. So I feel it's gonna be similar to the first fight. It was on short notice. I think they only had 3-4 weeks preparation before the fights.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm gonna go for a similar fight as the first one, Figueiredo by decision this time.
Yeah, but Freddie, you didn't hear me while you were out. I said that you're right. It was a short fight to put together. There wasn't a full camp on Figueiredo's end, but on top of it, the night of the fight,
Either side.
the guy was in the hospital till 2 in the morning, man. He had an illness. There was a lot of factors that were going against him, and he still managed to put out a really impressive fight. But he was nowhere close to having full camp and full health and energy, man. And he did well. Tonight's a different story. I'm telling you, man. It's not gonna go the distance. I think he's gonna get
I
knocked
hope
out.
you're right, man.
I don't see the submission.
I don't want
I
two
hope I'm
decisions
right,
in
but
a row right now. I need some
Why do
knockouts.
Why do they show this on the screen? Like before they showed for the Nate Diaz fight, they're like, big better alert. Somebody just put $3,000 on Nate Diaz to win. The payout would be like $14,000. And I'm like, yeah, all right.
Nice.
And then they just put it again, like big better alert. Somebody just put $6,000 on Brandon Moreno to win.
It's
The
a
payout
gambling
would be like,
publicity.
$10,000, $15,000. I don't know, whatever. Like, yeah, but they're telling you to like bet on the underdog. Is that or I don't? Somebody, I think that's what it
somebody's
is, right?
telling you to bet, man. They don't care. Bookies, come on, the big casinos and bookies, they don't care who wins. No matter who wins, they make money on the juice.
Yeah.
So this is all about getting more money into gambling, which is more and more accepted. Like 10, 20 years ago, man, gambling was like this, in sports, we got to stay away from it. But now every sport has embraced gambling. So you might as
Freddie,
well.
ask Pete Rose, man. Ask Pete Rose what happened back in the days. But you know what? I'm going to say one thing is that, Dave, bet99.com, if you use our code Ringside, you can make some good money. They'll match it
I
up
was
to
waiting for you to
$600.
finish and tell us what happens if you use the promo code Ringside, but you just kind of
I'm too tired, man.
short-circuited.
Take it away, bud.
No. Davison Figueiredo's taking on Brandon Moreno right now. The fight has just begun. 4 minutes, 43, 42, 41, 40 in the first round. There you go.
Moreno's supposed to be the taller fighter, but I don't know, man. It doesn't look it. He's got a longer reach.
Figueiredo, or rather Moreno, lands a good little jab there. Still filling
His
each
stance,
other out in the first 45 seconds.
He's got that very upright stance like Connor, man. It's let's see how he does.
Who?
Oh. Figueiredo.
He does stand very straight.
Oh, that was Moreno was pretty quick with his hands. I like it.
Moreno's very fast.
Yep.
Moreno's dangerous. Like, he could pull this one off.
Saying the first fight was excellent, and okay, the Figueiredo went to the hospital, and that probably didn't help. But it was still like he showed up for the fight, so he must have been good enough to fight, and Moreno had a good fight, so.
Figueiredo's got good power, but Moreno's got a good chin. He's very quick. About 2 minutes into the first round. So far, Brandon Moreno has landed more shots here. Controlling the center of the octagon, landing more punches. Figueiredo seems to be struggling to get inside on Moreno. Throws a leg kick, completely misses. Like, he's not finding the range right now. Moreno is sharp. He's right on him, and Figueiredo is not quite finding his target.
Yeah, like Rogan was saying, he's looking very confident. There's no doubt about it. He is. But we'll see. It's early.
Figueiredo comes in with an elbow. Moreno fires back with a left hand. About 3 minutes now into the first round. Oh, Moreno lands a good left to the body, right to the head. Nice combination there from Brandon Moreno. Both punches land. Figueiredo throws a little inside leg kick. Figueiredo's clinched him up a couple times, but hasn't really been able to engage Moreno in the grappling. Moreno doesn't want to go to the ground with him, I don't think. Figueiredo threw a big kick. Oh, Moreno cracks Figueiredo. Figueiredo drops. And now he is holding Moreno in tight. On the ground, Moreno follows him down in Figueiredo's half guard. Figueiredo looks like he's recovered, but he's still in trouble.
Moreno's.
Oh, yeah. Moreno's winning the round, and like he was close to finishing the fight there. He cracked Figueiredo and dropped him. But now he's in Figueiredo's guard with Figueiredo controlling him on the ground, and that's not where he wants to be. But Moreno does a really good job of getting back to his feet. That was some nice defense there from Brandon Moreno to get back to his feet and avoid getting swept there in the butterfly guard of Davison Figueiredo. Doug says, "Wake up, AJ." Thank you, Doug Hepburn.
AJ didn't sleep last night.
Don't forget to hit us up on Super Chat. Well, you should have been drinking coffee, AJ, instead of beer. You'd be awake right now. We have the main event coming up.
Stop blaming it on your kid, man. AJ, you went partying.
That's right.
The curfew's over. AJ's out partying every night.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Well, you know what's funny?
At the strip club, partying it up.
I wish I could, but listen, I actually, believe it or not, I was going to do the watch-along at
Ashley,
PJ's.
that's what,
or it's actually called
Ashley?
It's called
At the
Ashley.
strip club?
La belle Ashley, ce soir, pour la première fois. Ashley, Et puis non, et à partir.
All right.
Mais
What
soir.
the hell are you talking about?
Listen, not the most
Patrick
exciting
C.
card.
Hamilton says not the most exciting card. It really has not been the most exciting card. Thank you, Patrick.
I mean,
you
that
are the
Paul
super
Craig
chat
fight
leader
was
of the night.
incredible.
Listen,
The Paul Craig,
except for Dober
yeah.
fight was good.
Yeah, well, that was on the prelim. So far, like the main card, yeah, I don't disagree. Like that Nate Diaz Leon Edwards
Craig
fight
was good.
was all right. The Bilal Muhammad
excellent.
Damian Maia fight wasn't great. The Paul Craig fight, yeah, it lasted 2 minutes. That was a good one. But the last two fights have been kind of, like Leon.
I enjoy it.
Leon beat Nate, but he didn't seem to hurt Nate very much. Nobody really seemed like hurt or in danger in that fight until the last minute when Nate seemed to put Leon in danger. It was an all right fight. It was fun to watch, but no one really seemed in danger.
I was going to finish up saying something.
What?
Hey, listen to this.
What?
I was gonna watch the fights tonight at Bistro Manwari. It used to be called PJ's. Some of the guys might know it. Me and Johnny go and hang there.
Ooh,
but I was gonna do the
Figueiredo with
watch
a nice
takedown.
there. Big takedown there from Figueiredo early in the second round. That's what he needed. He lost that first round, gets a huge takedown in the second, is on top of Moreno now, easily passes his guard, and he's got over 4 minutes to work. I know, AJ, you wanted to go into one of your long stories, but there is a big title fight in front of us, and something big just happened. Deiveson Figueiredo, after looking in trouble in the first round, definitely losing, gets a takedown very early in this second round, and now he's on top of Brandon Moreno in half guard. It looked like he passed the guard, but Brandon was able to kind of lock him up in half. But it's like a side half here, and he's landing elbows in the body while holding on to the head of Brandon Moreno as well. He's got his head hooked, so if Moreno tries to roll into him, he could fall right into the guillotine.
Yep.
And Moreno is kind of trapped right now under Deiveson Figueiredo. Deiveson looking like he's putting a little squeeze on attempting a guillotine from top half. Moreno is defending it well, but Deiveson's got a good squeeze. He lets it go.
Come on, man.
Opting to just kind of work from on top. Oh, and Moreno trying to scramble out from the guard and push Figueiredo away. Oh, Figueiredo attacks the head, goes for the guillotine, and Moreno reverses it to get top position, gets back to his feet, and now he's holding on to Figueiredo up against the cage. With a body lock, he's holding on to Figueiredo, standing. But I think Moreno might want to disengage and just stand up with him. I don't know if he wants to grapple with Figueiredo, because Figueiredo could roll and bring him back down to the ground. But right now, Moreno opting to just hold on to the back of Figueiredo and throw a couple knees to his leg. Up against the fence right now with half a round left to go here in the second. Oh, Moreno does drag Figueiredo down to the mat and takes his back. He's got a hook in, but Figueiredo easily gets back to his back and puts Moreno back in his guard. See, this is what I'm talking about Moreno engaging in the grappling game with Figueiredo. I don't think he needs to do that. When he had the back against the cage, let go, push away, and say, let's box, because that's where Moreno was winning this fight. Now you're grappling. Okay, you took him down. Okay, you took his back for a second. Meanwhile, he reversed position. He put you in his guard, and now you're in the guard of a very dangerous man with 2 minutes left. Like, I don't think this is where Brandon Moreno wants to be. I'm surprised that he's not standing up and saying, no, let's just box. Because right now he's not doing anything in his guard. He's losing the grappling exchanges. He's on top, but he's not landing any punches, right?
Yeah, he threw a few, quick punches and whatnot. Nothing spectacular, but you're right. It's like a bad position to be when you had that opportunity to stand. Because Figueiredo right now has, his 2 feet on the guy's hips. Yep. He's setting him up for a triangle.
And he's throwing elbows that are cutting Brandon Moreno. Figueiredo's throwing elbows off his back that are cutting Brandon Moreno. Hey, Lorenzo Fertitta. Is that Lorenzo Fertitta?
That's who I thought it was.
I think it is in the front row. Lorenzo Fertitta. Former owner of
Arizona.
the UFC.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. You're absolutely right. It is him.
Yeah. Why not? He's a fight
You
fan.
know what, man? This round is still pretty tight, man. Maybe it goes to Figueiredo, but I think it's a tight one.
Yeah.
And Moreno,
It's tight, but
he's been very impressive, I feel. Like right now, he's stuck in Figueiredo's guard and not much.
Yeah.
But I like how aggressive he is. I like that he's going for actually things and all.
But he's
Even on
not
the
winning
grappling
any.
side, he's trying to be aggressive.
But he's not doing anything. Like, he can't pass. He's getting hit with elbows. He's not landing any strikes. I know he's on top, but I don't think, just because you're on top, the judges should be scoring it for you. Figueiredo from his back in the guard doing way more to Brandon Moreno. Look at Moreno's head. Moreno's got a thing growing out of his left eye.
What?
I mean, Figueiredo did some real damage there on the ground from his back. Moreno's got this huge bump sticking out of his left eyebrow, and they're trying to fix it now between rounds, but Deiveson Figueiredo did some serious damage there. I see that round as Figueiredo's.
They'll push it back in.
How do you guys see that round two? I got it 10-9 Figueiredo. I think this is a tied fight going into the third round.
Yep. I agree with you on that.
What do you think, Freddie?
It's probably a Figueiredo round.
Yeah.
Look, Moreno should look to keep it on the feet here in the third round. That's where he's had more success. I just like his aggressiveness. Like, I like that he's going for a bunch of stuff. He's going for stand-up. He's going, when he sees opportunity on the ground, he's going for it. Figueiredo grabbed the cage, man. He's a cheater.
That's
true.
I
saw that.
I did see that. But then he let go and got taken down. I like that while Brandon Moreno was on top of Figueiredo and Figueiredo was landing elbows and they showed it in a slow-motion replay, you could see Justin Bieber in the second row on his phone, not paying attention to the fight at all.
Justin Bieber, man. Do you believe it?
I mean,
I saw a guy wearing a T-shirt. I'm not sure.
Could you imagine who
if
he's
I'm
texting,
right.
though? You know what I mean? Like, who knows? It's Justin Bieber. He's probably got some cool people he's talking to.
He's probably texting some, pimp to find out how many girls he's going to get for tonight.
Whoa.
That's what it is, man. Come
How
on,
dare
Dave.
you?
Listen.
That's what you would be doing. I think you're projecting, AJ.
Where's J-Mac tonight? I'm surprised he's not around.
Yeah. Justin Bieber just needs to walk outside.
They all do.
I don't think Justin Bieber is paying. Yeah. He just walks around and says, "Hey, I'm Justin Bieber," and then the ladies kind of follow him. Like some
here's
sort
my
of
number.
Pied Piper. Yeah.
Wasn't he friends with that guy there?
Yeah, he was friends with that guy. We're in the third round. Deiveson Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno, 4 minutes, 3:55, 3:54, 3:53, 52 in the third round now. We have it tied 1 round apiece. First round went to Moreno. Second round for Figueiredo.
Yep.
We're in the third round of a possible 5 for the UFC flyweight title.
And Figueiredo's really
Moreno
throwing out those shots.
Lands a takedown, gets the back of Deiveson Figueiredo, jumps on his back. He is really looking to engage Deiveson Figueiredo in a grappling match here, and he takes the back. He gets a body triangle. He surprised Deiveson Figueiredo there, and now Brandon Moreno looking to get a rear naked choke. Deiveson Figueiredo is in real danger. He is defending, but Moreno is squeezing like his life depends on it because he knows he's got him in a real bad spot, but Figueiredo's defending. Moreno doesn't quite have his arm under the chin of Figueiredo. Figueiredo knows he's got to defend that choke.
But he got it in, man. It's impressive.
He did get it in.
Yeah, but it's enough right now.
He's working at it, and he's throwing punches. Whoa, he's got it under the chin now. Oh, Figueiredo's in big trouble. He's tapping. It's over. Brandon Moreno taps Deiveson Figueiredo. Whoa, rear naked choke in the third round. We have a new UFC flyweight champion. Brandon Moreno takes him down,
Who would have thought,
takes his back, jumps on it with the quickness, body triangle, works on that rear naked choke, secures it, and taps out Deiveson Figueiredo with a rear naked choke in the third round to become the new UFC flyweight champion. Damn.
That was, wow.
That was an
Not what we
Unexpected, my
expected.
friend.
Wow.
Not a submission, that's for sure, man. I didn't think he could submit
That was an
Figueiredo,
excellent
but
fight.
man, that was awesome, man. Look, Figueiredo was winning this third round, but then it was all over. Once they got to the ground, man, the guy did what he did. You know, was controlling Figueiredo on the ground. Even if it went the distance and there was no submission, Moreno would have won that third round. Wow.
Wow.
It started off good for Figueiredo in the third. It ended pretty bad. Bonne nuit. Viva Mexico.
Brandon Moreno with a huge win over Davison Figueiredo here. Wow, that
I'm
was
happy for the guy. He fought well.
amazing.
So there goes that whole
Was
theory
not,
of mine. Like, you know,
yeah, your whole theory about the 65%.
yeah, exactly. 65% went down the drain, man. It sucked. He should have just went back to the hospital, stayed there all night, and probably fought a better fight. No, but he had a full camp, good sleep. He had some milk and cookies before he went to bed. Everything was looking good, and he got closed up.
Wow. Doug Hepburn
Listen,
saying
we didn't
AJ called
expect
it. AJ did not call it. AJ had Davison Figueiredo, as we all did. I know AJ would
Yeah,
like to
sorry,
say
dude.
now that he called it, but he did not. No
Wait,
one
wait a
called it.
sec.
We all thought Davison Figueiredo would win. Davison Figueiredo was the favorite. I thought
I'm trying
that
to
Brandon
think.
Moreno engaging Davison Figueiredo on the ground was a mistake because he had a clear advantage standing up, but goddamn, looks like he had a clear advantage on the ground too. How did he pull that one off?
Man, he pulled it off, dude. He
He
pulled
went
it off.
for
and
it.
he
Like I
pulled it
say,
off
I
well.
liked his aggressiveness, man. Everything he had
Yeah,
a
he was.
chance for, he went for it. And seeing him happy for his win like that, emotional, is fun, man. I'm a fan. I can't wait for his next fight. Who should he fight next?
Yeah, he was aggressive. Unbelievable,
Who
man.
is there?
What did he say? Austin Matthews is next to Justin Bieber? Wow.
Who's that?
He loses the Stanley Cup. Austin Matthews, man, from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Okay.
Antoinette knows.
I don't know. I mean,
thought it
you
was
look
the
at the
Italian
UFC
stallion.
rankings. You've got Askar Askarov ranked second behind Brandon Moreno, Alexander Pantoja, Alex Perez. I mean, these are the guys in the mix. Maybe Brandon faces Askar. Oh, this is nice. Davison
Wow, new
Figueiredo
champion.
lifting up Brandon Moreno, congratulating him. A lot of respect. Brandon's whole family now coming in, celebrating with him. Amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
What a moment. What an emotional moment. Brandon with his little daughter
fight
in there,
again.
his wife. That's nice.
I'm sure they'll fight
Wow,
at some
nice.
point.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's
Brandon
cool, man. I'm happy for the guy.
Moreno. He does it.
And Freddie, you said it, man. Like, you know, the guy was aggressive. He was, like, really engaging at every round. The third round, Figueiredo was looking good to possibly take that third round, but, man, Moreno poured it on, and holy shit, man, submitted him. I wonder how much that would have paid for the submission of Figueiredo. First Mexican-born UFC champion. Wow, tonight might be the night. Mexico, UFC champion. And who knows next, man? Could it be an Italian champion? We'll see.
I think next it might be Askar Askarov for Moreno. Askar's been
Mexico.
running through people. Askar Askarov, 14-0. Missed weight in his last fight, but he beat Joseph Benavidez, dominant decision victory, and he's from, Dagestan, Russia, where everybody's from. So he could be dangerous. We'll see. We'll see.
Absolutely,
But
man. As soon as
Askar
you
might
say
be next for
Dagestan,
Brandon.
man.
Yeah, an undefeated fighter from Dagestan could be next for Brandon Moreno. So soak it up, Brandon Moreno. I mean, who knows? But, I mean, these Dagestani dudes are pretty scary. But Brandon Moreno's pretty damn scary himself. Great striking, moves really well, great jiu-jitsu. I mean, that's what really impressed me tonight. His grappling game was on point. He was able to stay out of trouble in the second round. He looked like he got himself into a couple bad positions, able to spring back to his feet. And then in the third round, surprises him, takes Figueiredo down, takes his back. secures that body triangle with the quickness, and then rear naked choke, it was all over. Moreno is 27 years of age. He hasn't even hit his peak yet, and he's already this good.
Scary.
He's already this good at 27. Very
Division
impressive.
needs Cejudo back, man.
We need Cejudo
Like,
back.
He's
You're right.
a big name, man. He was a good fighter. I like to see Cejudo
Someone
back.
says Nate Diaz was robbed.
Demetrius lost to I forget who recently,
Mhm.
but heck, I'd even take Demetrius back in the division right now. Like it needs a couple of names.
Cejudo was great, but Cejudo hasn't fought, in over a year now. He's been retired. He's 34 years old. I think Brandon Moreno
Yeah, it's
would
good
give
for
Henry
Mexico,
Cejudo some problems. But it'd be a big fight. Cejudo has
I just want some big names in the division.
Cejudo's got the Mexican background. Brandon Moreno's from Mexico. I mean, they could do that in Mexico City and sell out a soccer stadium, probably. Brandon Moreno just became a massive star in Mexico. First UFC
Big time,
champion
man.
from there.
Viva
I mean, he
Mexico.
is, yeah, that's a big deal. It's a
I'm
big
reading
deal.
he was
Huge,
cut
man.
once from the UFC also. Props to him, man.
Really? Maybe
think
when they
that's what
cut
I
a bunch
read
of
in the
flyweights.
tweet.
He did
Unbelievable,
lose
man.
2
That's
fights.
awesome.
Yeah, you're right. He was cut from the UFC back in 2018. He came into the UFC, beat Louis Smolka, Ryan Benoit, and Dustin Ortiz. Then he lost to Sergio Pettis, lost to Alexander Pantoja. 2 in a row, got cut from the UFC, went to the LFA, won a fight, came back to the UFC. Oh, he already fought Askar Askarov, and they went to a split draw in Mexico. I think we might have to run that one back, guys. And then he won a bunch of fights. Formiga, Royval, and now Figueiredo. But I think there's unfinished business with Askar, man. I think it's going to be Moreno
We'll see,
versus
man.
Askar next. Don't ever forget about Askars.
Yeah, but they could call a rematch, eh? He could call a rematch.
Shout
You
out
should
to
always watch
Anthony.
NASCAR.
Anthony out in London. Usually watches us for WWE stuff. Giving us a shout out.
He's going out for beer. I see
you go.
DJ Bourne is here too, man. We've got everybody, man. We've got everybody from all over. The thing is, Nate Diaz was robbed. I like that, Alec.
Oh.
Well, you know what?
Figueiredo
There's 2
wants
more
it
minutes on
again.
the clock.
What's that? Sorry, Fred, say it again.
Askar defeated Joseph Benavidez in March, so
Yeah,
I don't think he has any other fights right now
that's it.
planned.
I think it's Askar time. Askar versus Moreno, but Figueiredo says he'd be ready in 4 months to fight again. And I think he might want to fight Moreno again. Would you guys want to see that? Do you want to see it again?
Yeah.
Like the first fight was a draw.
Yeah,
it was
sure.
close. This fight was, finished by Moreno. Do you do an immediate rematch for Figueiredo, or do you move on to Askar? I mean, Askar had a draw with Moreno. Askar's undefeated. Askar just beat Joseph Benavidez. Isn't it Askar's time? Shouldn't Askar get a title shot? What about the Askar? I'm on Team Askar. Sorry, Brandon Moreno. I'm on Team Askar tonight. I just like that his name is
Don't be an ass, Dave.
Askar
Don't be an ass.
Askarov.
Dave, don't be an ass.
No,
Dave,
Moreno
don't
was
be an ass
great.
because
AJ,
listen,
you're the
Not as good
Askar
as
tonight.
Iceman as Kramer, but
The
But I like
Ass-Man.
Askar, but I think.
I'm Cosmo Kramer,
Look,
the Askar.
listen, man, Figueiredo still deserves a rematch. It'll happen, but right now, what I saw tonight, man, I thought there was going to be a huge difference compared to that first fight because of the whole illness and the hospitalization. That 65% went down the drain, man, because Moreno he just looked awesome, man. Every round was impressive, and he beat him in a submission where that's his game, man. Look, they'll fight a third time, and I think Moreno's going to beat him again. There's no doubt about it. And then we'll see the ass man right after. which won't happen till the end of the year. Or what are we now?
I think
We're
Ascar should be
June,
next.
maybe? Yeah, November.
I'm not down for an immediate rematch after Figueiredo got finished tonight. He lost the first round. He got tapped in the third. I mean, I'd move on to an undefeated fighter from Dagestan and see what he can do against Moreno.
Yeah, but he needs a little bit more hype, the Askar. That's the thing. We need him
I'm
to fight
hyping him
someone
now.
else. Hype him
His
up.
name is Askar. Done.
He's not in the NASCAR. He's Askar from Dagestan, and you know what happens when you fight Dagestanians? Chances are you're going to lose.
They're showing
There's
a promo
more champions in Dagestan than most places in the world. Like, you name it, man. Wrestling, sambo, boxing, Dagestan. Mostly wrestling.
They're showing a promo for Conor versus Poirier. That's the next pay-per-view. Who you guys got there? Freddie, who you got?
Are we doing a watch-along for that?
Probably, yeah. Why not?
I'm going to be at
Probably
PJ's.
gonna go with Poirier.
I'm going to be at PJ's with Johnny on that one.
All right, so you won't be on the watch-along.
Why not, man? We have a special section. It's quiet. We're set up. We're going to be able to eat our nachos.
No.
Yes. I'm
It's
telling
not
you
quiet.
guys. Trust me on this. It's quiet.
Trust me.
You want to listen? I'm going to do some interviews. I'm going to do the whole 9 like celebrity thing with Johnny. Johnny North is going to bring his belt from the past. It's cool, man.
No,
It's not-
not
You should
going to
see
happen.
the shit that happens when we
Yeah,
go.
it won't happen.
Guys, don't be deadbeats, man. We even bring G-Mac too. It'll be crazy. Or else I can reserve. Listen, do you want to do? No, you can't because Dave needs the studio. Forget it. Listen, at that point,
I don't
there,
want
we might
to.
be back in studio.
I don't want to.
Listen, we might be back in
It's
studio.
not that I can't. I don't fucking want to. What are you
Don't
talking
be
about?
lame, Dave. Come on. You should see the fun we have there. Even Johnny, man, breaks out in smiles.
Sounds
Listen,
awful.
Listen.
Out in public with
technically-
other humans? No, thank you. I don't do that.
Listen,
I
technically.
don't sit in bars. What are you, crazy? I don't go to
Why
restaurants.
not, man?
I quit doing that. I'm never going back. I'm done. I'm never
I
going back.
can't wait till we can get back.
I'm
I'm
never
there,
going
man.
back. I was antisocial to begin with, and now I'm super antisocial, and I'll never see anybody again, and I'm good with it. I'm never going back out. Never.
Listen, listen
I'm
to
used
this.
to it.
So
I'm too used to it. This
Listen,
is bad for somebody
take it
like
easy
me.
there.
Because I'm used to
Yeah.
not going out, not wanting to go out to begin with. Now, they kind of made it like the world, nobody goes out. Now they're telling us you can go back out. I say, fuck
Everybody
that. I'm
goes out,
staying
Dave.
in. I'm not going out.
Come
I'm
on,
not going
man,
anywhere.
everybody's
Getting
out right
anxiety
now.
or what?
It's
Yeah,
summertime.
fine. Let them fucking
Everywhere's
go out.
full.
I'll stay home. I'm not fucking trying to see anybody.
Listen, man. You know how fast I wanted to go out? I called them today, and I'm like, listen, guys, you're showing the UFC fight. They're like, no, we're not, because the pub actually closes at midnight. I'm like, well, so what's the point? They're like, oh, the law only allows us to stay open till midnight. I mean, that sucks. I mean, like, seriously, what's the point? Shut it down. You can't even watch, like, a decent hockey game or whatever if it goes into overtime.
I'm never.
Did you know that shit?
I would never do that.
Did you know
I
that it
didn't want
closes
to
at
go
midnight?
watch fights at a bar when there was no pandemic.
Listen, I just saw something come up by Douglas. He says, let AJ do it. Just to let you know, Douglas, me, Johnny North,
No.
we were out and about almost all the time watching fights and doing all kinds of stuff. You should have seen the craziness that happened.
Go find
man.
that show
It was
that you
nuts.
guys did once from PJ's, man.
In the
That
dark.
was quality.
In the dark that no one could hear. Yeah, that was a great show, AJ. We definitely want you to
Listen, man, we
replicate
had-
that here.
Listen, so people thought we were homeless. But the thing is that we brought in some pretty good views, man. It was so funny. Somebody thought I was homeless. They were. I'm telling you, man. It was a good night. We had some fans that came out and they're like, hey, you tell Dave Simon, he's rough on Johnny. And I'm like, yeah, he actually is pretty rough on Johnny. I'm like, Johnny, why are you taking that shit? Let's call Dave. No. Let's not do that, AJ. Take it easy, Oh, it was fun nights, man. You remember that? I even got the guy on video to talk.
I didn't watch it.
You're a very well-known guy, Dave. You know that, eh? Yeah, it was called AJ. It was called AJ and North After Dark. It was
That's
actually
why I don't want to
pretty,
go out and meet people. Hey, you're rough on
Why?
Johnny. You think I want to hear that? I don't give a shit about some fucking guy who thinks I'm rough on Johnny. I don't care. Fuck that guy. Whoever he is, fuck him.
Why?
Because I don't want to see him.
Whoa, Dave, take it easy.
I stay in the
that's a good
studio. I'm
thing
not going out anywhere. I'm not doing that. Get out of here with that.
Don't worry about it.
Never.
The good thing is that at least me and Johnny are going to go out. He's going to walk around with his heavyweight championship belt.
That he doesn't have.
Oh, man, that was so funny that night, dude. You should have seen the, like, what I made Johnny do. He's like, AJ, I don't want to take the belt. I'm like, Johnny, you got to bring your belt. You didn't win the belt for no reason. If I won that belt, I'd be walking around like a peacock. He's like, you think so? I'm like, yeah, dude, you got it. Johnny's walking around like the bar with his belt on, and people are stopping him, and I'm pumping him up. And, like, you have all these, like, barmaids coming, and they're like, did he win? Like, this guy, like, the heavyweight champion of the world. Take a look at him. Look at the size. I'm like, Johnny, take off your shirt. Show them your scars. I'm telling you, man, Johnny is like the nicest guy in the world, man.
Okay. Well,
I
you're
don't
really
wanna say the rest
convincing me
because-
and Fred to go out and join you on these nights out with Johnny North, but I don't
Listen,
think you're
man,
doing
we got
it.
like, why, man? Oh, Dave's hiding from Sami Zayn.
Yeah, right.
Sami Zayn, man, like, what's happening with that whole shit? Is he coming after you?
No,
What's going on?
nothing.
I thought he was like he's angry against you or something like that. Like there's fighting.
Watch
words
the
or
show last
something.
night. It's over. I'm done with it. I'm not talking about it anymore.
What?
I don't
Maybe he's
care.
listening tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Super chat.
Thanks, Doug. Thank you, Patrick. Says on set. He says, I like the structure of the studio. I agree, Patrick. I think it's better to stay in studio. If AJ wants to go out and roam and do his own thing, he could go do his own thing.
Just
you
for
can
the
go do your
watch-alongs.
own thing, AJ. Go do your own thing.
Listen, I've been saying I can't wait till we're back in studio because you should see the shit we do on studio, man. We've got like Nerf guns. We've got like all kinds of crazy shit that we do. It's fun, man. I miss like hanging with the boys. That was we had some fun at TSN Studios. We have great time at the YouTube studios. But now the whole year's gone by. I haven't been on studio, man. I'm missing it. I can't wait to get back. So me and Dave can like get at each other's throats. Freddie as well. Don't you miss it, Dave? We could go to
No.
Delalo's, grab a couple of burgers, get on studio.
No, I'm good.
What?
We're going to keep it like this, I think.
Why, man? No. I'm coming.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. I don't think so.
Oh, for sure. Listen. Do you hear what that is?
I'd have to let you into
That's
the
the sound
studio.
of Marvin Vittori coming in to
Uh-huh.
be
Here
the
comes Vittori.
first Italian champion. We've got Mexico tonight. Well, Israel's from Nigeria, so he's technically one of 3 champions from Nigeria. Or no, one of 2 champions from Nigeria.
Yep.
Look at Vittori. He shaved his head and everything, man.
So
Italians means business,
I don't know.
man. When you shave your head, when the Italian shaves his head, dude, and he's got hair, it means business. He's a big dude, man.
He's
Wait
going
a
to get
second,
knocked
so-
out, I think. You remember who was a really
Hopefully
big
quick.
dude who you thought was going to beat Israel? Remember that guy, Paulo Costa, AJ? Didn't you pick him to beat
Yeah, I remember.
Israel? Yes.
From what I recall,
And you picked
I did go
Israel.
with Paul.
And you picked Israel to beat Jan Blachowicz. How did that go for you? You're not good at picking Israel out of Sanya
Listen,
fights.
no,
And tonight you picked
Listen,
Marvin
that was
Vittori
close,
to beat
man.
him.
Israel did very well against Yan, except on his back. That's the only thing where I was like, seriously, dude, you got to improve your defense on your back. Like, that's the only thing. But I thought he did really well against Yan. Don't you think? Come on, guys.
I mean, he did well, but that's a different story. He didn't win. He very much did not win. AJ, your picks so far, how have you done in your, I guess you had a 5-fight parlay for the main card, and you're, what, 2-2? Right?
Yep.
You had Paul Craig winning, he won. You had Bilal Muhammad winning, he won. You had Nate Diaz winning. He lost to Leon Edwards by unanimous
But
decision.
came close at the end.
And you had Davison Figueiredo on your parlay as well. He lost submission rear naked choke in the third round. I didn't have him on my official parlay. My parlay got busted by Damian Maia losing. I did take Leon Edwards for the win, and I also have Israel Adesanya, and I also went with Israel Adesanya by knockout tonight. I'm smelling a knockout. I think Israel is mad.
Dude, he's looking big, man.
And he's going to
Vettori looks
hurt
big.
Marvin.
Dave's brother, Uncle Ben. Yeah. Where is Uncle Ben tonight?
I don't know. What? What are you shaking your head at, old man? What are you talking about?
Listen, I was trying to say from before. Did you notice a guy in the crowd? I'm not sure what I read, but I thought it said Old Man St. Pierre.
All right. Israel's got a cool hat and mask on. I don't know what he is, some sort of evil guy, but he's coming out with like a gimmick. He's got like a hat and a mask. I don't know what that is. I don't know what he's supposed to be.
It's from Mortal Kombat.
Is that? Is he Raiden?
Yeah. Exactly.
Is he, though?
He's not allowed to dance. Yeah, he's not allowed to dance, so he's going to come out with that gimmick, which is pretty cool. I like it.
I don't know if that's from Mortal Kombat. I don't know if that's what he's doing.
Dude, it's from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's what you think, AJ, but the guy who wore the hat didn't have a mask on.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. What's the guy's name?
Raiden.
Raiden didn't have a mask on, did he?
Check.
I don't think so.
No.
I was sure that he did.
No, he doesn't wear a mask. He's got the same hat, but he doesn't have a mask, Raiden, from Mortal Kombat. See, look.
Man,
Raiden.
look at the crowd.
Look, that's Raiden, and
crowd.
Israel's got like a hat like him.
See.
He's got like a Raiden hat, but see, Raiden's got no mask. He's just got regular human face.
Yeah, because Raiden wasn't caught in a pandemic, but our buddy Israel
Oh my
is,
God.
so it's good.
You're
See,
ridiculous.
he's doing the right thing.
Anything you'll say anything so that your initial thing was not wrong, even though like as soon as you prove
Listen, man.
as soon as you
I'm
prove
just
you
calling it
wrong,
as it
you're
is.
like, oh no, well, pandemic Raiden, that's what he's doing. Like it's clearly some other character, some other thing he's doing. It's not Raiden from Mortal Kombat, but you will not let that go. That's okay. Hey, Israel's singing on his way to the cage.
Uh-oh, that you know what happens, Dave.
Yeah, he's still gonna win.
Please don't dance.
He's still
Please
gonna
don't
win.
dance. He's not allowed to dance, by the way. Oh. He's singing away. Singing away. Sing out your heart, Israel. Sing it out.
Adesanya versus
Oh, he's
Vettori
pumped.
coming up.
Franco says he has lightning in his eyes. It's true, he does.
Yeah,
What?
Raiden.
What's that? AJ's friend? Dave, what does that say?
I don't know. You can't
AJ's
read
friend
AJ?
Harvey Keitel looks really good as Meyer Lansky and Lansky. Oh, yeah?
I've got Israel Adesanya by knockout. Freddie, you've got Israel Adesanya by what?
KO round 2, I think I said.
There you go.
Thursday. I'm trying to remember.
No.
And AJ, you got Vettori by decision, right?
Yep. I'm saying if he does
Tell
the
you
same
what, man,
thing
Marvin's
that,
pretty big, man. If he could put it to the ground, maybe he has a chance. But other than
that's
that,
what
I
I've been
gotta go
saying
with
the whole
Israel.
time.
But he
Freddie,
won't get
that's
it
what
to
I've been
the
saying
ground,
the whole
man.
time.
Israel's a good athlete. He
Listen,
has
the
good
guy
takedown
has.
defense.
Listen, Vittori's last fight was 11 takedowns, making UFC history. So you know what? You saw what Yan did to Israel. This is what you got to do. This is the
Against
game
who?
plan. Very simple.
Against who?
You know? Yeah, but listen, we'll see tonight. We'll see if he's able to do it tonight. I'm curious. 27 years old, bud.
He won't
Come on,
get
Vettori, let's do
within
it.
takedown range.
I look at Israel and I'm surprised that I know I picked him to beat Yan, But I look at him now, and he's so skinny, man. He has no business at 205. Like 185 should.
That's what
be
I
where
said.
He's fighting.
Yan is so big, man.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying the whole time. I was like, Israel's too small for 205. Israel was too small for Yan's style and Yan's size. Yan isn't just a 205er. He's a big 205er. The guy must have come in at like 235 for that fight. Huge. He's a heavyweight.
With a magic rope.
Yeah.
Look at Vettori. He's like he's Coco Bunting like the
Coco
octagon.
Bunting.
You remember Coco Bunt? Coco
No.
Beware.
Oh. AJ, you are in love with Marvin Vettori. I just think I think it's funny that, I mean, I get it. You're Italian. He's Italian, and you're really
it has nothing
into
to do
it.
with that.
I mean, that's a lie that it has nothing to do with it. It has something to do with it. I think it has a lot to do with it. I mean, for you to say it has nothing to do with it, I mean, come on. Let's be honest here. You're picking Vettori in large part because he is Italian, and you like that. No?
Dave.
Am I wrong about that, AJ?
Hey, why are you being such a hater for?
I'm not. I'm just asking you and wondering why you're picking this guy. You seem very hell-bent on picking him, and you seem very attached to the fact that he's from Italy, and Italy is going to get their first champion, and Italy this and Italy that. I mean, I think you're a little bit biased. You're the only guy picking him to win on the show.
Listen, if you saw it, you said it. Listen, I thought he won the first round and the third round out of the first fight. That's all I'm going on, is with that. And I think Vettori is a better fighter, better conditioning, better skilled, better striking, and he looks like a bigger man right now. And he's a much better fighter today than he was.
That's for sure. He's a little thicker, but he's quite a bit shorter.
Israel, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The range is going to be a problem for Vettori to get close enough to use the power. Anthony just placed a bet down, went with Adesanya by second-round knockout. Went with Freddie there. Ooh. 7-1 odds. Good. Nice. I could see that coming through.
Nice. I hope it could.
All right. Buffer's done the introductions. The referees are bringing them together. You think they touch gloves?
I don't think so.
I think they might. Oh, no, they didn't. No touch of the gloves. There's beef. There's animosity. These two don't like each other. I think Marvin's going to get a little over-aggressive, and it's going to get him in some trouble. And Israel is determined after taking his first loss.
Here we go, guys.
Takes his first loss in a fight for the light heavyweight title. Now back at middleweight to defend his championship here against Vettori. The fight is on 4 minutes 50, 49, 48, 47 in the first round. Adesanya Vettori. Adesanya with a kick to the body, kick to the leg, another kick to the leg. Vettori controlling the center of the octagon, Israel on the outside, but controlling from the outside so far. Couple of kicks. Vettori does look huge, though. Super jacked. Super jacked. Hit us up on Super Chat, and I'll say super jacked. Adesanya. Another leg kick. He's got those skinny legs, though. I'm so scared when guys throw those leg kicks with skinny legs. I feel like they're going to get Chris Weidman or Anderson Silva, you know?
Well, it's like
I don't want to see
Jones,
that leg snap.
thing.
Yeah. Nice body kick there from Adesanya. Another leg kick. Oh, that Vettori catches and uses to take him down. Ooh. That was really nicely timed by Vettori. Big takedown. Lands in Adesanya's guard. Adesanya tying him up. Moving to the fence. Looking to use the cage to walk back up to his feet. Vettori's doing a good job of like holding him down right now, but not much damage so far with the takedown from Marvin Vettori, but he's on top. He's definitely on top.
And this is what I was trying to say, is that if he plays this game from the beginning, remember I was saying this on Thursday, if he could get Israel down on the canvas in the first round and impose his power and control him, he's going to do exactly what Yano is doing. You just look at that game, and it could be a different story. But Israel's back up.
Yeah, Israel's back up.
Yeah.
Marvin continues to push him up against the fence, looking for the takedown. Israel spins off, disengages, throws a little elbow on his way out before spinning away. And now they're back in the center of the octagon with half a round left in the first. Vettori had a moment there, but he wasn't able to do much with it.
Yeah, but he was still able to take him down and
do nothing with it.
Up to this point, he's winning the round. That was enough for him to be ahead of this.
What?
Watch, man.
Positive.
What?
Come on, man. Yeah, man. We'll see. There's 2 minutes
He's
left.
been
We'll see what
completely
happens.
outstruck. He's landed like nothing. Israel continues to land kicks and punches. I mean, he's not landing a ton, but he's landing way more than Vettori, who's landing nothing. Vettori scores one takedown, does nothing with it, and somehow he's winning the round, AJ?
Don't forget the body kicks. Don't forget, like
What body kicks?
yeah, okay.
That Israel landed?
You forgot that Vettori landed as well?
That he caught.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Wow. Head movement up against the fence. Israel just completely avoiding everything Vettori throws. Lands a punch on the way out. Circles away. Nice leg kick there. And Vittori's right leg is already showing signs. It's red. Oh, another solid leg kick there from Adesanya. He is working that leg. Vettori doesn't
There you
seem
go,
phased by
Eagle.
it yet, but his leg is definitely showing some signs of wear. Oh, there's a head kick there, blocked by Vettori, but you can see Adesanya working low to set up the high. Continues with the leg kick. He's setting him up. Oh, nice uppercut by Adesanya. Oh, follows it up with a head kick. Oh,
Yeah,
that
he's
was
getting
sweet.
confident right now.
Yeah, he's figuring it out. Because standing up, I think Adesanya has a big advantage. I think he's way ahead of Vettori standing up.
Oh, yeah.
Vittori's key to victory is what he tried to do before, is getting those takedowns, but Israel's on another level when it comes to striking.
Shots, but
yeah.
there's not a lot. It's not high percentage.
No. He's going to have to catch Israel with a big power shot. Oh, nice uppercut there from Adesanya. And if he doesn't catch him with a big power shot over the next 5-10 minutes of the fight, if it lasts that long, the power's going to go. It just won't be there anymore. Adesanya's going to piece him up. Round 1 in the books. I've got it for Adesanya. 10-9. Freddie agrees. AJ, do you agree?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree with that. That Israel took the first round.
It's like admitting
still plenty-
something horrible, like a
It
horrible
hurts.
secret. Yeah, okay, I did it. I stole that thing. You know? Yeah, okay.
Listen,
okay, I
look, he
suppose.
got the first round, but you know what? There's still plenty of rounds to go, man. I don't
Correct.
think
4.
he's gonna go down.
All right. Yeah. Adesanya wins the first round. 10-9 round 1. And he seemed to really find his range and find his rhythm towards the end of that round. We'll see what happens here in a second.
That's why KO round 2.
That makes sense. Hopefully it comes through for you, comes through for Anthony, who just put a wager on that. It's looking possible right now. Round 2, just beginning. Israel lands a leg kick. Those leg kicks are doing damage. Oof, another one. Israel's getting busy now. He's really starting to move. There's urgency now. Israel throws a head kick, body punch. Vittori's not going for the takedowns.
trying to knock him out.
Yeah, he's throwing punches now, but he's not landing a lot of them. Adesanya's slipping right out of the way. Minute gone in the second round. Vettori swinging and missing. Adesanya making a miss. Playing games with him and continues to pepper that front leg. Continues to kick him. But Vettori's still moving forward. Again, another leg kick. I mean, he just keeps scoring at will. Vettori doesn't even address it. And there Vettori shooting hard for a takedown up against the fence. This is what he needs. But Adesanya defending, using the fence, and now using some elbows to the side of Vettori's head to defend as well. Oh, wow. Vettori tried to drag him down, almost had him down, but Adesanya pops right back to his feet, and again, they're in the center of the octagon in a striking position. Oh, Anthony says it's his first time watching MMA, and he's loving it. All right, that's cool.
Really?
Pro wrestling fan. I guess he's loving this. This is a good fight so far. Israel's looking really sharp, but Marvin is aggressive.
But so is, Marvin keeps going forward. He's putting like pressure. I mean,
I give it to him.
Gotta give it to him.
They're just giving it to him.
Put his shorts on the right side at least this time.
Oof. Nice right hand from Adesanya. Ooh, head kick there from Adesanya. Grazed Vettori. I think it was partially blocked, but oof. Adesanya with a nice little uppercut. He's so slick the way he moves around. He reminds me of Anderson Silva in his prime, like the way he kind of makes guys miss and hits you with different things. Like it's really, he's fun to watch. The skill level is on, like it's another level, you know. But Vettori's right in his face the whole time. About a minute left here in the second round. Vettori throwing punches. Israel missing. Or rather, Vettori missing on the punches. Clinches in for the takedown, and Israel just lands side elbows to his head. And Vettori has to give up that takedown because he was taking damage. Pushing Israel against the fence now, just under a minute left in the second round. Closer round, I think, than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Israel's round.
It's a hard one to call.
Yeah, I'd agree with Fred. I think Israel's still landing more, and you look at the significant strike count, UFC giving it to us 23 for Adesanya, 14 for Vettori so far in the second. Israel with a nice little leg kick, or head kick, rather. Vettori kind of shakes it off, but he didn't throw much right after it. He seemed kind of shocked by it. Israel landing a little bit more here in this round.
Yeah, but the kick went nowhere. It just hit his forearm.
Two rounds in the books. No knockouts yet. And this fight, getting a little closer here. A little closer in the second, but still Israel's fight. 2 rounds to nothing for Israel Adesanya, 2018 after 2. Easily.
Look. So much for the TKO in the second. I didn't think it was going to happen. These guys are going to go to distance.
You still think Vettori's going to win after seeing 2 rounds that he clearly lost?
Look, yeah, they're telling him you lost a round.
Okay.
Yeah, his coaches are telling him you got to wake up. You lost a round. you know. But he fought better than the first, that's for
Do
sure.
you
He
still
was
think he's
aggressive.
going to win? He's got 3 rounds left to
think
do it.
that's
Do
good?
you still
Look,
think he's
man,
going to win,
listen, I'm not
AJ?
a
And
flip.
also-
Listen, I'm not gonna flip flop, Dave. I'm keeping with my pick, man. I'm still going with Vettori.
You could change your mind after seeing 10
I mean,
minutes
if
of
the
No,
fighting.
no, no, no,
coaches
no, no,
told him,
no. I'm not a flip flopper.
like the coaches told him, you lost the 2 rounds and you got to pick it up. That's what you said. That's not
Yeah.
great advice, man. That's basically a pep talk, man.
Yeah.
Like he needs more than that right now.
No. Yeah, absolutely.
It's
You
like
got to
saying,
find out how to like.
kill him. You could do it, man.
Oh, he's got to tell him the truth that if he thinks in his mind that he won that second round, like he's got to
Wow.
be. Sometimes, like you got to be up. You're down 2 rounds, so you got 2 choices.
Well, he did what he needed
Tell
to
you
do
what,
there.
he still looks in shape.
Early in the 3rd round,
Yeah.
Vettori gets a big takedown, goes real aggressive
this
for the
is what he needs to
takedown,
do.
lands on top in the half guard of Israel Adesanya, controlling the action now. This is where he needs to be. This is how he wins a round.
Exactly.
But at this point, he's down 2. He wins this one. He could make it closer. He needs this one, though. He loses this one, he's down 3, then he needs a finish. Right? Yep. So this is a key round that he needs to win. And so far, gets the takedown, does what he needs to do to land on top. He's got 4 minutes left to work on top of Israel Adesanya. Israel just kind of holding him. Doesn't look to be trying to push him back,
saying, like,
trying to move.
no,
like
man.
He's just holding him, hoping for a stand-up. Oh, tried to escape there. Oh, but Vettori wound up on his back, and now he's got Israel, and he's looking for the rear naked choke. Israel, spins into Vettori's guard, escapes the rear naked choke. That was a dangerous moment there. Israel was in some trouble. He had his back taken. He had Vettori going for the choke, but Israel with a key spin back into the guard of Vettori, and now he's on top. Wow. Oh, Israel comes down with a punch on Vettori. Vettori going for a leg lock, though. Israel's got to be careful. Israel spins out, gets back to his feet. Dangerous. Was there an eye poke there on the break? Vettori says there was, but Adesanya says there wasn't. And the ref asking Vettori if he wants to continue, and he's like, hang on, give me a second. I got poked in the eye. Did he,
it wasn't
though?
intentional, but
Vittori's not even
like
blinking his eye.
down.
He's not even blinking. He looks like he just wanted a rest.
No,
he did get
kinda
poked.
like a scrape.
He did get
Yeah.
poked, but, didn't seem like it affected him. He did get poked, though, on the stand-up. A little bit of a poke to the eye, but he seems all right. And the fight resumes. They took, he took 5 seconds to kind of take a breather, and then he's back into it. Oh, Adesanya with a big uppercut there. Oh, and another kick to the leg. Those leg kicks are starting to take effect. That one buckled Vettori. It's the accumulation of the leg kicks. Over time, the leg's going to stiffen up. And as time goes on, those leg kicks are going to be worth a lot more for Israel Adesanya. And you're seeing now in the 3rd round, as they're back to their feet, Adesanya lands a couple, and they hurt Vettori. And now Israel landing a kick to the head, but Vettori fires back with a nice right hand. It's an interesting fight. But when they're on the feet, Adesanya's definitely in control. And those leg kicks are doing damage.
Marvin
Another
has a
leg
good
kick.
Gas tank still. He's still going forward.
Yeah. But you can see those kicks are starting to slow him down.
Yeah, because early in this round, I was going, wow, Marvin's going to win this round. But now, the past minute, Israel is changing the tide, and he might steal this 3rd round also.
Yep. I think he's doing it. He's just completely dominating him now on the feet. Vettori had his moment. He got a takedown. He didn't do much with the takedown. He was able to get to Israel's back for a moment, but Israel spun out of it. Like, Vettori didn't do much damage. He didn't advance to a real dangerous spot. He had Israel. Oh! And now Vettori gets dropped with a leg kick.
To the head or?
No. Kick to the leg, and then Israel landed a couple punches, tried to finish Vettori, but Vettori gets back to his feet. I get it. Vettori back to his feet. That's pretty nice.
There you go. Make him eat a few.
About 15 seconds left now in the third round. And I think Israel has done enough to come back and steal this round. Despite looking bad early, he has come back and
3 rounds for Israel.
Kick to the penis. Israel just kicked Vettori right in his balls.
Ooh. The salami is squished. Listen, you have another guy that just got onto our show watching UFC for the first time.
Cool.
Joseph Grant, man. Welcome.
Welcome to watching UFC.
Welcome, brother.
Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you want, you can become a member as well. All right, so Vettori taking some time, but this round is basically over. They called time with like a second or two left in the third round.
Oof,
this
right in the nuts, man.
Done.
Boom.
Yeah. They come back to action, and the horn sounds. 3 rounds in the books. I think every round has been Adesanya's.
Yeah, this was close, but it could go either way, Dave. You never know, man. This is one of those rounds where they'll look at the takedown, the rear naked choke. I'll be honest, I gave it to Israel.
Yep. Freddie too.
But like I said, you never know on the judges.
Of course.
Freddie, what do you think? Do you think the judges could have scored this for Vettori? Is there a case?
Well,
no.
It's close, man. It's close.
Early in the round, he had success, so like there could always be a judge that zooms out like mid-round, doesn't pay attention, and it could happen. But
yeah,
I could see it happening to me, so it could happen.
Listen, Freddie, you know what? If Vettori would have been able to get him down to the ground in the last minute, he would have won that round like without like hesitation. But it's close, man. It could, like, I think Israel won that round, but you never know, man. This could be either 3-0 or 2-1, man. I would have liked to hear what the corner said.
All right, round 4.
Here we go, man.
I think we've got Israel up 3-0. Vettori needs a finish if he wants to win. Israel firing at him now. Kicks to the leg, punches to the head. Vettori's getting real aggressive here. He knows what he needs to do. He knows this is his shot. But I don't think he's going to be able to touch Israel enough.
Never know, Dave. You never know. We said that with Diaz before.
Yeah, how did that go?
But listen, man, 2 more minutes in the fight, it could have been a different story. 2 more minutes in that fight, I should say. Diaz rocked him, man.
Vettori pushing Israel up against the fence, looking for the takedown. Israel defending it, though. Just under 4 minutes left here in the 4th round.
Anthony's in the UK, man. What time is it here?
He said
it's 1:05.
London, so that's in the UK.
I was thinking London, Ontario.
Vettori gets a takedown. Oh, but Israel sweeps him, gets on top quickly. Did not let Vettori have that top position for a minute. Swept him immediately, gets back to the feet.
When you're 6'4", man, you can pull and get out of those.
The leverage.
In guard, man. It's just like, the leverage is there. It's hard. Yeah, so listen, man. Joe Rogan said it best. He's just saying it right now. He says, obviously, Israel learned a lot from the Yan fight, you know. on how not to stay on your back and really get out of there. You can't stay and try to defend. You got to blast your way out.
Yeah, but also Yan was a lot bigger than Marvin is. You know, it's a lot easier
That's
to stay
true.
on top of a guy when you outweigh him by like 30, 40 pounds. Marvin doesn't have that weight advantage on Israel. So when he does get him down, it's hard to keep him down because, you know, they're roughly the same size. Israel was undersized in that Yan fight. And when he got taken down, couldn't get out from under that big dude.
What was he, 195 when he walked
Something
in?
like that.
198?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvin's staying in this fight, though. This fourth round might have been his best so far.
I
Israel hasn't done much to him here.
And he's stepping in and he's getting clipped.
Who?
Israel. Like, he's slowing down a bit.
Maybe on the output a little bit, but he's yeah, I mean, this is not Israel's best round, but he's not in any kind of trouble either. Oh, and as I say that, he lands a 1-2 followed by the leg kick. Nice combination from Adesanya. But Vettori is just standing right in there. He doesn't seem that affected by Israel's offense. Israel's touching him, but Vettori is standing and continues to move forward through everything. Even the leg kicks, like Vettori's leg is all busted up. It's like just red all over. Yet he gets kicked and keeps moving forward.
He's a tough dude.
He's super tough. I'm impressed by the toughness. I said I thought Israel would win. 100% for a win. I thought it'd be a knockout. I'd be surprised if it went to decision. I think it might go to decision. Israel's definitely going to win the decision, but I think this one's going the distance, guys. We're almost done the fourth round. We got another round left to go. I don't think Israel gets the knockout here. I think he's going to cruise to a decision. Oh, did we lose AJ?
Oh, looks like it.
Oh, well. That's good. A little break. A little AJ break. Yeah, not much happening here. Vettori just kind of pushing Israel against the fence.
I think both guys
Israel
spent a lot of energy.
just slapped Vettori on the butt and squeezed his butt as Vettori just kind of holds on to him against the fence. Huh. Not something you see every day. Well, 4 rounds in the books.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did Israel win that last round?
Maybe not. Maybe I'll give this one to Marvin.
Yeah.
And you know what? Israel better be confident that the judges didn't give any other to Marvin, because we might be like, if Marvin wins the next one, hey, maybe the decision's a little tighter than we expected.
Yeah. But do you see any of those first 3 rounds going to Marvin? Can you really see a judge scoring that? Like, I don't know, man. I'd be surprised. I think Israel won the first 3, maybe lost the 4th, maybe. But even then. And now we're going to the 5th.
To Marvin.
All right. I'll give it to Marvin, too. AJ's not here, and we're giving a round to his boy. I think AJ's, like, phone died or his internet crapped out. I don't know. I don't know if AJ's going to come back on. Usually he jumps right back on, but he's gone. Look, AJ's still not back. Let's just wait. We'll pretend AJ's there.
But Dave.
Hey, Dave. Oh, there he is.
Hey, Dave.
What's up?
What's up?
What the hell?
What happened?
And Mark Zart. It's probably like the Facebook guys. They got upset at me again, and they decided to take me out.
So Vettori now pushing Israel up against the fence. We're in the 5th round. AJ, you missed it. Freddie and I both gave Vettori the 4th round. The only round we've scored for Vettori. But Israel's still in firm control of this fight. He's won 3 rounds. Vettori's maybe won 1. And at this point, Vettori is doing nothing against the fence, just holding him. And the referee now warning Vettori for stalling, telling him, I'm going to separate you if you don't do something. And he's really doing nothing. Just kind of holding Israel against the fence. He's doing nothing. He needs to finish this fight. And he's nowhere near doing that.
He's probably gassed at this point.
And now they separate. I think he might be a little tired. This is the time when Israel could put him away, but I don't know.
I think Izzy also is a little tired, maybe.
Yeah? Well, it's been a high-paced fight. Both guys throwing a lot. We're in the 5th round. Who wouldn't be tired?
Come on.
3 minutes to go here in this
Let's
fight.
go, you meatball. I'm allowed to say that.
All right.
By the way, Anthony was saying, who's the top 3 UFC fighters for him to check out on YouTube? The top 3 UFC fighters.
John Jones.
Francis Ngannou.
I'd say Ngannou.
Ngannou, Jones, and Israel.
How about Conor? I would say because Conor makes it.
Oh, what happened? Marvin hit Israel with a punch. Israel pretended like his eye was hurt, and then he wasn't hurt at all. He was just pretending. Half a round left.
Little Bruce
2.5
Lee.
minutes
What
left.
was that? That's not cool, man.
Why not?
That's
Messing
not
with
cool,
him.
dude.
He's trying to fake him out.
But,
when Nate Diaz was doing it, you were loving it. Now Israel does it. It's not cool all of a sudden.
I think it's stupid in both cases. Like that. I'm consistent.
There you go.
Especially when you see like Bilal Muhammad almost lose his eye. I mean, that's the last thing I want to see is like eye pokes or people losing an eye. So don't fake it, man. It's not cool.
Whatever. He's trying to bring him in.
I'd say Amanda Nunes too. You should be checking that out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, go old school. Go check some Jose Aldo. Check some BJ Penn.
George
Vanderlei Silva.
Anderson Silva.
Khabib.
Anderson Silva. Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah.
Fedor
Go down
Emelianenko.
the YouTube rabbit hole.
Yeah, go watch Fedor fights. Go watch old Fedor fights. Those are fun.
Chuck Liddell fights back in the early days.
Yeah. GSP, of course.
But GSP for sure. Khabib, man.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor. Yeah, I always got to see Conor. Who doesn't know Conor out there?
Well.
Oh, Whitaker is next.
Ronda Rousey, man. You got to see Ronda.
Next. Whitaker's next for Israel. 55 seconds left to go in this fight, and Marvin is just holding him and hugging him against the fence. The referee breaks it. Thank God. Come on, Israel. Finish him here. Let's see something exciting to close this UFC card. I don't think he's gonna.
Nah, this is going to decision.
Says AJ shifting
He's not going to put himself in danger right now, man.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no need to.
Yeah, and if he hasn't hit Marvin with that key shot yet, he's not going to hit it in the next 25 seconds.
It's that haircut, man. Why did you do that haircut, Vettori? Listen, for an Italian, he's pretty white, man. Most Italians are not that white.
And this fight is over.
Way to go, Vettori.
Israel pretending
Killed
like
my
Marvin's
parlay.
leg punches hurt him. Yeah, Vettori definitely loses this fight.
Your parlay was dead already.
Your parlay was way dead long ago, AJ. I don't know what you're talking about. Israel definitely wins this fight.
Well, why is he doing that shit at the end, man?
Israel went to kind of say words to Vettori. Vettori seemed like he was not being respectful afterwards, and Israel just kind of rolled his eyes and walked away. Adesanya should be getting a unanimous decision here, winning at least the first 3 rounds, probably the 5th too. He won 4 out of 5 rounds, 49-46 on my scorecard. Israel Adesanya. Freddie, how do you see this fight?
Yeah, 49-46. I gave the 4th to Vettori.
Yeah, but that was it. AJ, you were really behind Vettori for this fight? You thought he was going to win? How do you score it?
Yep. Well, the same thing like you guys.
4 rounds to 1.
From what I saw, the 4th round was Vettori. I mean, other than that, man. I mean, he had that opportunity when he took his back and he had the rear naked choke. He messed up, man. He messed up. His hooks weren't tight enough, and mind you, the guy's 6'4". He can. If he times it right, you just roll through, man, and you get into guard and then you try to stand up from there. But that was the only opportunity for Vettori to actually win this fight, was to close that choke, and he got in, man. His forearm was in, but you got to give it to Israel, man.
I think
there's no rematch here, man.
I think Vettori thinks he's won.
Nah, come on, Vettori. Seriously,
I don't know.
Italy won on Friday. You're not winning tonight.
50-45. All 3 judges. Clean sweep. All 5 rounds from all 3 judges. Israel Adesanya.
Fucking Izzy's a joker.
Yeah, he's just messing with Vettori.
Super chat. Super chat.
They're having words, Vettori and Adesanya. I wish we could hear what they were saying to each other.
We'll go out for coffee, bud. We're going to go out for coffee. A nice latte. This is what we're going to do. No. I'm paying. No, you're paying. I'm paying. Come on, Rogan. Rogan's paying. He's got the most money here. Nigeria.
Yeah, Vettori told Adesanya that he thinks he won. He doesn't think Adesanya won. That's what they were saying to each other.
Let's be honest.
Adesanya told him this is martial arts, show respect, And Vettori's like, no, I won. Doug Hepburn drops super chat. He says, you guys are great at what you do. I need to hear Fred say, go Habs, go. Fred, say it for Doug.
Freddie, say it, man.
No. Come on, Fred. He just dropped the super chat.
Freddie, come on, man.
Come on, Fred. Be cool.
Go Vegas.
Oh, go Habs.
I'm going for the team that actually has fans in the stands.
It's Pacioretty back in the house.
Joseph Grant drops a super chat. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate you.
I didn't even know Pacioretty played for Vegas.
I didn't know that either. I don't know anybody who plays for any hockey team. I know Carey Price plays for the Canadians, and that's about it.
Listen, man, go Habs, go. Seriously. I'm not even... Nah, man. I forgot my Canadians mug tonight. Where is it? Nagano, this sucker. No, it's not always a 10-9 round. Anthony wants to know if it's always a 10-9 round.
I mean, there are 10-9 rounds. There are 10-8 rounds if it's really far. There's 10-7 rounds sometimes. It's just,
You could lose a point in a fight, so
it's how they score
as well, right?
It's how they score rounds. It's a 10-point must system. Whoever wins a round gets 10 points. Whoever loses a round usually gets 9. If they lose it badly, they get 8. If they lose it terribly, they get 7, but that's very, very rare. It never, ever happens. And if it's a draw round, it'll be 10-10. But Israel won all 5 rounds, 10-9, because the final score was 50-45 on all 3 judges' scorecards for Israel Adesanya. That means every single judge scored every single round, 10-9 for Adesanya. No dominant round, no 10-8s, but it was a clean sweep for Israel Adesanya. Never in doubt.
Look,
Slam dunk. It was Dave's log of the night. Israel Adesanya for the win.
Yeah, you got it.
Dave's log of the night comes through once again. Patrick C. Hamilton dropping a super chat saying, thanks for being you. Well, Patrick, thank you for being you. Right back at you, my friend, out in Regina, Saskatchewan. Thanks to Joseph Grant as well. Joseph Grant, a new viewer of the show. I don't know where...
Where's Joseph from?
Maybe
man?
This was your... Did Joseph say this is... Yeah, this is so cool. Just started watching UFC. Well, thank you, Joseph. And I'm glad that you enjoy the channel. I'm glad you enjoy our show. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the UFC. So thank you, Joseph. Appreciate you. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you. Thank you, Douglas. All the super chatters tonight. Patrick, Douglas, Joseph. I think there was somebody else that I'm forgetting, but maybe not. I don't know. AJ, Are you okay? The Italian
I'm
dream
okay, man. Listen.
is over.
The Italian dream became a nightmare, man. You know what? The Nigerian nightmare, man, took it away. But you know what? It went the distance. You got to give it to him for going the distance.
Got to give it
But
to him.
you know what? Got to give it to him. I thought Vittori was going to really be able to take him down and impose his will, which I thought he tried, man. And when he did, he got him on the ground. But, like, Israel, like Rogan said, man, he learned a lot from the Yan fight, and you just stay there and try to engage. Just get out, man. Get out. And that's what Israel does, man. Israel's a champ. He's a true champ. And you know what? Even with the Yan fight, man, I thought it was great. He moved up, and he has the balls to do it. So that's it. Who's next for this guy?
Ooh, hey, I just realized my streak continues of picking UFC main events correctly. I've picked every single UFC main event correctly since February. The last one I picked wrong was Conor to beat Poirier, which he did not, and now the next pay-per-view is Conor again, so I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that, but let me tell you, once again, can I go back in all the pay-per-views to just kind of rub it in your face for a second, AJ? Do you mind?
It's okay, bud. It's all right. Go ahead.
All right.
Don't forget my 6-fight parlay.
Well, that happened one time that I'm still doubting. So UFC 258, I picked the winner, Kamaru Usman over Gilbert Burns, and I'm pretty sure AJ picked Gilbert Burns, right?
I did go with Gilbert Burns.
Yeah. UFC 259, I took Yan over Israel. Yan won, of course. AJ took Israel on that one. UFC 260, I took Francis over Stipe. I'm pretty sure AJ took Stipe, and Francis won, of course.
No. I took the Ngannou on that one.
Did you?
Whoa, take it easy, Dave.
All right.
I think Freddie was the only one that went with Stipe.
Oh, okay. UFC 261, I took Kamaru over Masvidal. I think you took Masvidal, didn't you? Yeah.
No, I took Usman on that one.
I don't think you did. UFC 262,
No.
I know you took Michael Chandler, and I took Charles Oliveira,
Yes, I
and
did.
Charles Oliveira won. And now UFC 263, you take Marvin Vettori, and I take Israel Adesanya, and Israel wins. So that is a lot of pay-per-views in a row where I've picked a winner for the main event. I'm going to stop betting on any other fights. I'm only going to pick main events, and I'm only going to put my money down on those fights. I'm going to bet the house on the main event, except the Conor fight, because I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Poirier is going to win, but, like, Conor, he's good. So I don't know.
No, but what you're good at, too, in picking is the prelim. Any, female fights in the prelims, you've been on a pretty hot, streak as well. So, listen, you want to make money, listen to Dave, except for Dave's parlay tonight. Today's parlay didn't
Nobody's
go well.
parlay worked tonight. What are you talking about?
No,
Your parlay screwed up, too.
I know.
I had more
Started off good.
I had more winners on my ticket than you had on yours, AJ.
I know,
you were
man.
what?
That's
2
ridiculous.
on the main card. You were what? 2 and 3.
Yep. 2 and 3. Thanks, Vittori. Thank you very much. Thank you,
overall
Diaz.
on the main
Which
card.
came close,
I think
man.
I was 2 and 3 too, AJ. I think Fred was too. I think we were all 2 and 3 tonight. We all did shitty on the main card, right?
What did you think about the fight, actually? What did you think about this 263 overall?
It was all right. It wasn't my favorite pay-per-view. I thought the last one was better.
Yeah, the last one was awesome, man.
Yeah.
And I thought, when you look at the card tonight, with the amount of fighters that were on there, looking at Diaz, it was a good fight with Diaz. But
not my favorite Diaz fight, though.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't the best Diaz fight. It wasn't the best Israel fight. The best Moreno. I think that's what made this card. If you have to look at what was the best fight on this card tonight, other than Greg breaking the guy's arm, which was it happens, but it wasn't that exciting in a sense. But the transitions to get to the triangle where I thought it was amazing. Other than the jiu-jitsu skills on the first fight was awesome, but the Moreno fight and Figueiredo fight, I think that's what made this card. Other than that, man, it kind of, it wasn't the best, man.
Freddie, you don't usually stay up this late to watch fights. Was it worth it?
It was a good
man.
fight,
It's UFC. We're having fun, man.
I was entertained.
I asked Fred, AJ.
Now I want to go to bed.
All right. Well, thank you, Fred. Thank you, everybody.
Good night,
Douglas Hepburn says, "Hey, Joseph, these guys give way more than just play-by-play. Spread the word." So, yes, we will be on again. I'll be on, Monday night after Monday Night Raw to talk pro wrestling, probably, unless I'm tired, in which case maybe not. Anthony says, appreciate you explaining things tonight, lads. Thank you. Well, thank you, Anthony, for staying up real late.
UK.
It's like 6:30 a.m. out in London, England, where he is. Thanks to Joseph Grant. Welcome to the team. Joseph, if you want, you can become a member as well by clicking the join button right under this YouTube video. Do not forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel for so much more here on the Ringside Report Network. Everything mixed martial arts and professional wrestling here on the channel. I'll be back with Freddie and AJ on Thursday night, 8 p.m. We're here every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, to talk MMA, and we'll be previewing the Korean Zombie Dan Ige fight taking place next week in the UFC. Shout out to Brooklyn Lizard out in New York.
Hold on. I was going to say, listen, tonight's show is our watch-along, but, like, Thursday, I was listening to Thursday's show today. I was biking and I was listening to the Ringside. It was a damn good show, man. Thursday's show. Listen, you want to go back, listen to Thursday's MMA show? It was so funny, man. It was good. I was listening to it and I was like, damn good show.
I agree. I think it was pretty good. But I'm biased because I was talking on it. And, of course, AJ is too. Thank you, everybody. Freddie is going to bed. We're all going to sleep. It's late. We all have children, and we need to wake up early in the morning time. Okay? Thank you, everybody. You can go to merch.ringsidereport.net if you want to buy some of our cool merch that we have. We'll see you again on Thursday, and I'll be back here on the Ringside Report Network on Monday after Raw.